right, we're there.
Hell yeah. Does anybody else want to earn an inspiration die for this session?
Couldn't be me this time.
I see you're taking good notes, Riley, or in your own way.
Oh God, no! Please, God, no.
You want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
We mostly just battled, right? That was
Yeah, but what went down in that battle?
Turn by turn, please.
okay. So yeah, I got this. The only thing that cool happened was Ebenezer turned into a sword, and then he got turned back to himself, and then got to keep the sword. Yeah. Parker killed the big bad with a headshot, I think. And then
I did.
world-
I had to think about it.
the guy from Hell came. It was like, "What's up, dude?" He bitch slapped Parker before Parker did that thing. Took the lantern, disappeared into the ether.
There we go. A key point.
Where did this all happen?
In Maeve's hometown, where her family is currently probably like, well, no, because the time thing happened, so they'll be like, "Oh, what the heck? What are you guys doing here? You disappeared out of nowhere."
Mm-hmm.
And the tree is really damaged.
All right, you know what? Through this strange telling of this thing, I think we got there. So I'm going to give you inspiration.
Yes.
Give him half inspiration.
Half
Boo.
inspiration.
Half inspiration.
What does that even mean?
You can roll an
Keep
extra
up
To a
D10.
roll or something?
There you go.
Half of advantage is normal roll. I think you just let him roll on something.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So, as Riley kind of pointed out there at the end, Morgan, following his res from Maeve, I believe, shot 3 bloodstones into Luther, who fell, and the time fracture collapsed around you, and you are left here in Kalpara. Here you see around you lots of druids who are suddenly staring at you because you just appeared out of thin air from their perspective. Maeve, you recognize that this place is looking worse than it was when you left. One notable new thing that's here is an infirmary that's been added right next to the a big tent near the tree is where the elders meet, but right next to that elder tent is this infirmary. The rest of you all look around and you see for the first time this very quaint village. The houses are very small and made of very natural looking materials, and you see a granary, and you see people jarring fruits and things and moving, but then you also see coming in and out of that tent a few people with bandages and medicines and potions, seemingly doing everything they can to keep people healthy here. But you're all now sat here in the middle of this, having just experienced a wild ride. What do you all do?
Kinfeth will sit down. He's tired. Holy shit, guys.
Oh, before anything else, can I look around for that guy that was trying to shoot me earlier?
Yeah, give me perception, if you don't mind.
All right. Nice.
Did it come up? What was it?
Yeah.
5.
A
24.
24.
With a 24, you don't see anyone in the trees immediately. That is for certain. You've looked through every branch. you are using your knowledge of this area to make sure everything looks like it's in the place that it should be. There's nobody up there. Also with the 24, I will tell you that there are a couple people missing of your tribe here. You don't see Tiffin, and you don't see Theldemar Atwood, Leoris's father.
Okay.
Ebenezer, I should roleplay this, sorry. I see hospital. I'm gonna go that way as he limps to get fixed up. So he will head that way.
Do you need fixed up, Riley?
Into that. I do.
I'm fine.
As you get to this, as you get to this sort of tent here that's been seemingly hastily made, you look inside and you see 12 beds, 6 on either side, most of them full of druids who you see black rot under their fingernails. They look to be like super dry lipped, and they're very pale. You hear a lot of coughing, and then you see 2 other druids with hot towels and little herbal medicines trying to tend to everybody here.
Should I be in here, or is this for that?
You see one of them turn around towards you. I'm sorry, dearest. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Ebenezer Geezer.
Fantastic. What, are you a friend of the circle, or should I recognize you?
I have no idea where I'm at.
Oh, well, welcome to Kelpara. My name is Enna, and she gives you a little handshake.
I'm bleeding on right here. I am low HP. If this isn't the place to be, I will leave.
Well,
I'm starting
we certainly
to...
have any of our druid folk should be able to help you with physical wounds. Unfortunately, this is sort of a quarantine. You don't want to be here, trust me.
Could you point me in the right direction?
Sure. Let's see, what's this lady's name?
Go that way.
Where's my pen?
Leah Bardsley is around here somewhere. She's actually a much better healer than me. I'm just trying to give her a little bit of a break today. Ask around to the village, and they'll get you to where you need to go.
I appreciate your time. Thank you. When I'm feeling better, perhaps I could come help. I'm somewhat of a potion brewer myself. Maybe I could at least help make some healing potions.
That'd be fantastic. Absolutely. Any helping hands we'll take.
I'm gonna
Thank you, friend.
open up the tent. Ebenezer, have you found... Oh, Jesus. What the hell is wrong with these people?
It's this way, big guy. It's this way.
Okay,
come.
I'm gonna turn around.
You see multiple of the druids look like deeply offended.
Sorry, everyone. I'm gonna poke my head back out of the tent. Maeve!
You see from the inside, if you two are still in there, Anna does perk up at the name Maeve and walks towards the front of the tent.
I'll walk out at this time.
I'll walk out.
I've got Kinfath with me. I'm like, come here.
I will go over there.
Ebenezer will continue finding that tent, by the way, to get healed by Did you say your name was Leah?
Leah Bardsley.
Okay.
So as you two come out, Anna follows shortly behind and sees Maeve approaching. She just runs towards you and just wraps you up in a big hug as soon as she can get to you. It's almost like it's a big mama bear hug where she is squeezing you way too tight and you have no choice in the matter type thing.
Gotcha.
Check.
But she sets you down and she's like, Maeve, where have you been? Your father's been worried sick. The whole village has been worried sick.
I was trying to fix the tree. I'm okay, really. I've been fine. I swear, Mom.
You still look like you got that. All the crud from the freaking magic in the tree here.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're trying. Well, the tree doesn't look too great now that I look at it. That's what happened? I swear moments ago it looked just fine.
The guy stabbed it.
It's this. Oh, where are my manners? Is this a friend of yours, Maeve's?
Best friend. My
Yeah,
name is
this is Kinfath.
Kinfath, good to meet you. You're a big guy, aren't you?
Yes.
Wow.
Maybe
All
I
right, and then
will harm you, but your mom's Canadian.
Rats.
well, we should find your father. I mean, or just really, or I'd let people know that you're home.
Right. Actually, I'll find him later. I'm gonna go look at the tree.
Oh, yeah, okay, dearie. You do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Sorry. And then she'll like walk to the tree.
Wait, Maeve, you should look at these people in the tent before you go look at the tree.
That's okay. Then she'll keep walking to the tree.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, Kaylin or Vesper, Ren, and Morgan, what are you all doing? Are you just watching this take place? Are you exploring a little bit?
I'm gonna heal my friends that are still here, that I love,
That's a
and
great
the ones
idea.
I care about.
Mm.
Do we have good berries left, and what is our status condition in character?
I have one good berry.
I also have a good berry.
I have one good berry and maximum hit point.
Oh, great.
I do not have maximum hit points. How much is the good berries for again?
Good berries will be 4. I'll
cool.
give each of you a second good berry.
There's another 4.
Myself included.
If you're
I have
full,
eaten
no.
And I am still half.
And then you guys are still looking rough.
Oh man, I'm
I saw you get bitch slapped by a demon, so I'm gonna keep that in mind.
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
I'm doing good.
I'll take your word for it after some good berries. And I am going to walk up to Morgan and I'm gonna reach my hand out for yours. If that's okay.
Are you grabbing my hand?
Yes.
I'm gonna be perturbed, but I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, I won't say anything. And then when we touch hands, I'm gonna put mine over it and I will cure wounds you. Which will be another 8.
Cool.
So 16 total.
That
Oh,
was a
shit.
2 on the D8.
Yeah,
You did-
unfortunately.
That's pretty solid, just because of how much healing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Insane level 1 spell, man.
I have some more. Sorry, I have some more. I just might need a little bit of a break. But if you're tired, if you're feeling tired, guys, we can talk. Just talk to me when you're feeling bad after we do things like that. That'd be great. Still working on it. Sorry that I could only do this much.
Thank you, Vesper.
Vesper gets a nod from Morgan.
I would like to, in that moment, pull my glove down a little bit and show the black line on my arm and be like, I for one can vouch for his healing powers. And put it back.
As you pull it back up, could you actually make me a Constitution saving throw?
Bring attention to it. 19.
You pass. It doesn't move on your arm in this moment.
Ooh.
Honestly, same.
I stab
I
it.
want to know what happened.
We haven't really moved since we left the timey-wimey bullshit, right?
Yeah, the 4 of you are just standing right in the middle. You know, the
Yeah.
other 3 ran to the tent, but
Do I notice can I see from here if the gauntlets or the fist weapon things are still in the tree or if they're gone?
you don't see them in the tree, but you do see the marks they left there, as if to imply that they were still yet here in this time as well.
Short rests are 15 minutes, right?
They're an hour.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit.
I'll just say to the 3 that are there, I think I'm gonna go find a tree and some shade or something for a little bit, and I will attempt to go short rest.
Yeah.
All right.
It might be short resting. Doesn't have to be unconscious sleeping. There can be like campfire shit happening, right?
Yeah.
It might be
Just,
good of
you know,
us to maybe.
Bodily rest.
Yeah. It might be good of us to maybe do that. Also, it might be good of us to maybe do that also.
I think I spot a tree over there. Well, actually,
I also spot a tree over there.
You spot-
It's kind of two trees at this moment. You know.
Small sarcastic clap.
As you all head over to a shady tree, Maeve, you are moving over towards the big tree, I suppose.
I
Yes.
would have stayed around the big tree. At that point, probably being like, "Wait, where the hell did Maeve go? Is she not going to fix the tree?" And then seeing her come back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, who wants to all go to the big tree then?
Yeah, I'll tree first. I feel like.
Cool. Then you two catch up with Maeve as you get over to the tree. What are you looking for here at this tree? What things would you like to do?
Me?
Any of you?
I'm looking for Maeve and asking her, like, "Are you gonna try the amulet on your tree? I want to see what happens."
Yeah, I probably will. And then she'll like look around. I was gonna say I'd look for like wounds and stuff to know if that was past or stuff, but you said the marks were there, right?
Yes, you do see that the marks from the gloves are there, and that the tree is split. The interesting thing that you would probably realize, however, is that none of your family or friends around here seem to remember the experience that you just had.
Mm-hmm.
Which would either imply that they were wiped in some way or that they have not experienced it yet.
Right. Okay. Then I suppose I will kneel down by some of the blight and try to take off the amulet and think really hard.
All right. So let's see. That's just a radius, right? On it, there's nothing that's rolled. Yeah. Okay. You do see, the amulet curing much of the blight in this tree. Nearly all of it. To the point where it looks, if not cut in half, it would look otherwise rather healthy. You could still see some of the blight in the roots, but you do see as you do it, some of the other druids feel slightly less, like you can see them standing up a little bit more, as if they're not feeling as sick anymore. But you can also tell, knowing these people, these druids are not feeling the power of the tree that they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
You essentially get the idea that this tree is dying.
Right. Cool. She'll just stand up and put the amulet back on and just be like, too good to be true. And then kind of start to like, alright guys, let's set up camp.
At this moment, you see two individuals riding in on horses from the edge of the clearing through the forest. One person you can see, hood down and everything, is Tiffin, riding on a horse. The other person wearing a full black cloak and hood, with a bow strapped to his back, riding up on this horse. He stops, they hop off, and he lowers his hood, and you see Theldamar Atwood.
Gotcha. I think honestly Maeve would like put her hood up and kind of scoot behind Vesper and Kaelinor. TBH.
Do they appear threatening in their dismount?
Do they appear threatening? No, they in fact, they're smiling. They seem to be like, we finally got back in, friends. In fact, Theldamar immediately would be like, friends, where's Rodan? I have news.
Over there.
Great news. Who are you? Who are you? Who?
Good morning.
How did you get in?
I'm gonna point at the tree.
Fucking soul above. All right. Very well. Good to meet you, I suppose.
Good morning.
Thank you. Yes. All right. He moves away to find Rodan.
I'm gonna give him a nudge. Good job, bud. Once they have left, I'd like to turn around and be, did you know those men?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
They didn't know me.
Thanks. Yeah, I figured they wouldn't.
Okay.
Thanks for not telling them I was here.
Yeah. Should I have?
No.
Guys!
No.
Never mind.
Are Ebenezer and Kinpath still in sight, or are they just like gone?
They're not far away. They're over at the infirmary tent, if they haven't gone anywhere yet.
I've wandered to find Leah, whichever way I was told to go.
Red, could you give me a survival check? No, okay, you know what? Give me either survival or performance, just to see how many people you have to ask or try to ask before you can find your way there.
Something tells me those
Survival?
aren't great checks for Ebenezer.
I have +5 in performance.
What?
Survival
Why?
if you want to find it yourself. Performance if you want to.
I have +5 in
make people like
survival
you,
too.
though.
That's the only reason he's
You
alive
have
still.
proficiency in performance?
Yeah, I guess.
Why?
Performance enhancing drugs.
It's just so funny to me. Oh my god.
15.
Wow.
15. All right. With a 15, you ask a couple people.
And I'm bleeding, and so like I hope people are being generous and telling me where to freaking go.
Yeah, these druids see you in pain. They also see you bleeding on their sacred ground, and so they're immediately like, "Yes, yeah, absolutely." Follow. Aaliyah's just in the house down the fourth one on the left.
Thank you.
and you are able to make your way towards Leah's house. Leah's house is a simple, like, made of stone little house with some ivy growing up on the sides and little bushes. And her door is currently shut, but a big wood door. You knock on the door. Opening the door is the shortest elf you've ever seen. Surely an elf, but very short.
So picture this. Okay, Weasel is like looking up, expecting to see someone tall and or at least at his height. But then like Weasel like looks down, like a. Oh, that's great.
She goes,
Are you
yeah,
Leia?
Leah Bardsley, that's me.
Hello.
Hi.
I was told that you could help me.
I take it then that you need some heal. Yes, I can. Yeah, come on in, hon. Let's get in.
As I walk in, I'm gonna like the sword. I've been holding my sword this whole time, and very awkwardly. And as I come in, I like bang it against the wall awkwardly, like I don't know how to handle the thing. Like I'm just like,
hey, can you not get hit with the?
I'm sorry. I'll put it down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, just on the table, wherever is fine. In here you see essentially like water irrigation plants growing throughout her whole house. It's just like plants everywhere.
I'm going.
And she goes and she picks up a few little herbs. She gets a muddler, mixes it in, and pours it into some water and hands it to you. That should help a bit.
Roll back.
Hey.
While you do that, you see her lay her hand on your arm and also will cast Cure Wounds. For
7.
need a D8.
Big number. Big
It better
number.
be at least 8.
For 6 plus 4, so 10.
Nice.
That plus is
And
big though.
the herbal medicine, you feel almost healed on the inside for a moment, and you feel stronger than you have in a bit. And you are going to have advantage on Constitution saving throws for the next day.
I want to come see this lady.
This is quite the lovely beverage I just drank. That was something.
Yeah, we're working on that concoction for a while. So remind me, did you tell me your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon my manners. I am Ebenezer Geezer. I'm here with my friends. We kind of just showed up in the middle of nowhere. Maeve, I hear she's from around here. She's here with us.
Okay, that tracks for her. Yeah.
You have quite
Fair
the
enough.
lovely house. I love plants. I'm quite a plant expert myself.
Oh yeah, what's this one called?
Roll for performance.
You can give me a survival check to recognize the plant if you like.
20, baby.
You immediately recognize it as like milkweed.
Ah, that is milkweed.
Interesting.
I'm
Yeah.
somewhat of a potion brewer myself. I dabble. I'm surely not as good as you, more than likely.
Well, I'm impressed with your knowledge either way. So that being said, and established.
My wife left me this potion. It does some
Drink it.
very weird and random things. I don't suppose you could do some research on it or help me.
Left.
Give me an insight check, if you will.
Weird way to say I'm single, by the way.
18?
You notice a strange hesitation at the beginning of that sentence, and she goes, so like she just gave it to you for the day, or like what do you by like she left it on the table, or what?
It was a gift she left me even before she passed. After
I'm
she passed.
very sorry to hear about that. Well,
Thank you.
it's a lovely looking potion. Are you
It's very strange. It refills daily on its own, and it appears to do some random shit.
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 may I see it?
Please, I would love to study it. I haven't had time.
Oh no,
Perhaps.
I want to see it do the random shit.
Oh, I'm here.
Do it. Do it.
By all means, drinketh.
Give me a persuasion check, and if you can, it's gonna be a DC 15. If you can pass it, she will drink it instead.
If you kill this woman, I'm gonna be fucking mad.
12?
Thank God.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Okay, so she says, I don't know if I'm maybe gonna drink it, but if have you experienced it before? Is it safe? You could show me how it works.
Drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it, Ebenezer.
Do it.
I
Do
don't.
it.
I just turned into a sword not too long ago. I don't know if I have it in me right now to do anything else.
Well, that's disappointing. You know, if you ever want to do it, you can come talk to me. But until then, this is my day off. So go.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll be back. I don't know. Ebenezer will step outside. Oh, he grabs the sword, bangs it once again against the side.
God damn!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just. It was lovely to meet you, Ebenezer. And she closes the door.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Did Ebenezer's magic creation of a sword involve any sort of scabbard or sheath, or is he just responsible for this?
He does not. You'll have to make one.
Fantastic.
Ebenezer will awkwardly go find his friends again. I missed all this.
Okay. You probably would. Do you want to find the 3 who are at the broken tree, or the 3 who are at the shady tree?
Whoever I find
Nice.
first.
You tell me.
You'd probably come across the shady tree first.
Okay, I stop there then.
Okay.
I'll just plop down.
You see them all. Well, what are you all
Lovely
doing in
people.
this time? As you rest.
I'll be meditating, but like not elf meditating, just like what I think meditating should be like.
Who's all there?
Kinfeth, Ren, and Morgan are at the tree.
And me.
Okay.
The shady tree. Or now, yeah, you just walked up.
Morgan's not gonna have a happy face on, and he's ever so trying so hard to get in contact with anybody in the Fae without any success.
Ebenezer,
You know-
you're no longer bleeding.
Speaking of that, do you have? There you go. Okay. In that time, just because you brought it up now, seems like good a time as any. You've been trying desperately to contact anyone, like trying to send a message through the
ethos.
to the planes of existence, and not getting anywhere. Your weapon does start to drip again into the dirt and start to spell out letters. It says, "Leaf is on his way. Stay put."
Good.
I believe those of us that were at the broken tree after Maeve did her thing, we're gonna head to where everybody else was resting. Could
Cool.
we?
Yeah, absolutely.
wanted to make sure-
If that's the plan, by all means.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, you all walk up right around this time then.
Hello.
Is this when we can take our short rest?
Yes, go ahead and you can mark it off now. Even though like an hour has to pass, but go ahead and mark it.
I am okay. I'm gonna. Can someone explain this to me
Explain what.
right now? I need help. I've never understood this my entire life.
What do you?
Click one box. Click
I got my max health back that I needed.
Why just one box?
because you're missing 4 health.
And
So you get-
each one you click can roll a d6 plus 1 worth of healing.
So,
So
click
why not
the-
always just max out?
Because
Because
we
you
could
don't-
short
You
rest
might get
again.
more short rests.
Yeah.
Next time you short rest, you won't have access to whatever hit dice you use.
Gotcha.
So hit the 1d6 plus 1 right now.
Can I ask why Ebb is looking so fresh and fine right now, and healed?
Now hit take a short rest.
I click this again.
Yes. Confirm. There you go. It's good.
Okay.
You also,
you.
as a wizard, can get back spell slots equal to your in value to your proficiency bonus on a short rest, but you have to do it manually.
That's true. I'm pretty solid on
Bro,
slots.
when I tell you, I didn't know that was a function because of skill diff, and I didn't do that for 2 years.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Try using
Ryan, what were you saying?
next time.
Can I, in character, ask why Ebb is looking so healed and fresh and fine, even though moments ago I wanted to heal him really bad and he just walked away?
Go ahead.
Hey Ebb, why are you looking so fresh and fine and healed, even though moments ago I was gonna heal you and you just walked away? Where did you go?
You know, I kind of forgot that. Not that I personally forgot that you heal.
Do you still have your berry?
I don't. I don't have one.
Hmm.
Can I have one?
Where did you go?
I was
That's
told
just jealous.
to find Leah's house. She's a lovely little short elf just down the road. People are very nice here, Maeve. You have a very nice establishment here.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling funky fresh right now.
Is she good? Is she a good healer and does she have plants?
You know, she does. She has a lot of plants.
Can you
A ton of plants. I'm actually pretty jealous of her setup. And she gave me this unique potion mixture drink that I've never had before, and it inspired me.
There we
So
go.
to speak.
Now Vesper's interested and he goes to that place. Jesus Christ. So I'm
I did
full
get
stop
a
skipping
message.
my short rest and going.
Okay. Real quick, Morgan, what you have the opportunity to respond. So what do you want to do in that situation? You can send back 25 words.
Okay. No.
Nice.
I am very scared for what will happen when we get back. So much has happened. M.
Oh, it's worth noting that it was signed Tansi at the end of your the message that came to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get a response, unfortunately, because
Obviously, yeah.
you can only do that every so often.
I wanted to say, since I did lose the lantern when I got bitch slapped, I have just gotten a message that says Leaf was coming to get us. So stay in this general area.
Cool.
Fire.
To climb a tree.
You'd like to what?
Climb a tree.
You do so. What do you want to do up there?
Sick. I just want to pervade the area. See how fucked up the tree is if it's split like all the way. I don't ask why I wouldn't already know that, but
Sure. The tree is. It was like it was split in half and then curled in on itself and going like across itself. So it creates what would have been the shape of the portal that the demon walked through. And now it still rests in that same shape despite not having a portal in it.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down.
Oh,
Vesper, you walk down towards that house.
I do.
Doors shut once again. Do you just go ahead and knock? She opens the door. You see a very short elvish woman. She's got almost reddish in her blonde hair, and she looks up at you and goes, "I take it you're another one of Maeve's troublemaker friends."
I sometimes accidentally make trouble, and we're only acquaintances, but I think Maeve is cool.
Jesus, are you all this socially inept? What do you
Whoa.
come in? Get in.
I will walk in, notably not banging into anything.
So you need healing, you need something. What can I help you with?
I saw the way that you healed my other acquaintance, and I saw the condition that he was in before he came here, and okay, long story short, there's a friend of mine who's in like critical condition all the time, and it's really annoying, but I want to help and heal people. But really, I've only healed plants for a long time, and I sometimes use those plants to try to heal people, but people are scary to heal. But there's like a lot of people now that I want to take care of, and do you have any tips?
Jesus, yeah. Do I have any tip just for healing people in general, or just for plants?
Well, yeah, I have approximately an hour. But also, there was mention of this inspiring potion. What was that? Tell me everything you know.
If it's the brew I gave him, you just want one of those? Is that what you're here for?
I want to know how to make it.
Well,
or make anything useful, really.
It takes certainly some time to cultivate the plant, but she walks over, and you see what looks like a pot full of tiny white roses, like tiny compact roses. And she goes, "These are cleric's buds. They are, not truly from a cleric, just named after that, but they take about a week to grow a single bud. But at the end of that time, they do offer some lovely feelings and a little bit of a bolstering effect. But I can give you some seeds if you like. I can't teach you how to grow a garden, but
I know how to grow a garden. I'll pull out my pouch of seeds and all the little separate compartments.
Oh, well. Okay. She goes into a little drawer that she has that has like a bunch of like individual little envelopes full of seeds. And she ruffles through them for a second, pulls one out. She gives you 3 seeds and places them delicately into the pouch. If you treat them right, you can get more seeds from the next one. But, just it takes time, takes some nurturing, takes a lot of attention. These in particular need to be not only watered every day, but also healed every day.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can do that, it offers a wonderful, wonderful effect.
Thank you. This is amazing. How can I repay your kindness?
Well, you said you like to heal people. Our infirmary is nearly full. So if there's any offerings that you can help to those people, then by all means, that'd be very helpful.
Yes, I am very new to not plants. I'll do everything I can. Can you point me in that direction?
Sure. And she points back generally towards the great tree. And you see next to the biggest tent is a smaller tent to the left with the infirmary inside.
Dope. I'm going.
Would I see him, would he be in sight? I see him going in there from where
He'd
we're
certainly,
at? Or...
yeah, he'd pass the tree you guys are at on the way for sure.
I'm gonna be like, oh, and then get up and go follow him in there.
Like making sure your friends don't embarrass you in front of your family.
Oh, I fucking
Yeah.
will.
Is
Uh,
Kaelinor still here? At the tree?
I am.
Shaded tree? Okay. Hey, Kaelinor.
Yes, Ren?
I want to give you this. It's a dagger that I lifted off Luther back at Bog Seth. I've been playing around with this a bit. It's super cool. I just don't think that I would make much use of it, and I figure that you and Vesper might be able to make better use of it, but I'll let you two figure that out. From my best assumptions, kind of toying with it, it seems like when thrown, it returns to you after about 2 seconds. It seems that when it hits a target, it does something to it. I haven't been able to get it to click yet, but some kind of energy I haven't been able to figure out.
Well, by all means, I'm happy to take it and play around with it myself. Thank you.
Sure thing.
What is he handing? Like, what does his weapon look like?
It's a dagger.
I guess I never got a physical description, but I imagined like a jeweled, like gilded dagger of sorts, maybe a steely silver blade.
Huh.
I'm gonna say that's exactly what it looks like, because that's awesome. So yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
By accepting this dagger, you accept in perpetuity the 50% sales tax that Ren should claim should you sell this dagger.
I don't have any
to
money.
carry his burdens.
Thank you, Ren.
Of course.
So, oh, good.
If it's okay, after that, I would like to approach Ebenezer, hang it out.
Yeah, by all means.
He's staring intently at the sword, just down on the ground. Like, just. I was actually going to ask if I could make any sort of roll on it to see if I could understand what it was, Foster, that was handed to me. If I could roll Arcana, or.
The sword itself, you mean, or the?
Yeah, the sword itself.
Sure.
Because, I mean, in character, I have no idea what this thing does or is, so.
You could do that, or does anybody know Identify?
I do.
That would also work.
Sure, please. Let's roleplay this. Let's sound this. This sounds fun.
Well, I'm gonna approach you. Hi, Ebenezer.
Oh. Oh.
Rather invested in that sword there.
Yeah, I was this sword, and then I was holding the sword.
I wielded you. I will chime in.
I'm
fast.
just assuming that I wouldn't have seen all of that happen because it happened on the opposite side of the battlefield for me, and I'm just gonna be like, sure, yeah, absolutely. What is it?
I don't know. I don't suppose you'd be able to help me with that.
Identify it, if you will.
I suppose I could try, and I will cast Identify on the sword.
Nice.
You hear a little boom, and then this is another use of the Identify spell. This is Giza's blade. Any being attuned to this weapon will gain proficiency with it, and landing a hit with it will call forth spirit weasels to attack the enemy. It seems to be constructed of Ebenezer's energy himself. This has been another use of the Identify spell.
Ebenezer, did you forge this blade and forget about it?
I became the blade.
And I wielded
Kinfath. Kinfath wielded me, and I drank my potion, and I turned it into a sword.
That potion again, interesting.
Yeah.
That
It
is
is.
a source of quite peculiar magic, Ebony. I would suggest you be careful.
It's cool.
I suppose manifesting a sword out of thin air is rather cool.
Ebenezer would like to immediately grab the sword and go hi-ya! Onto the ground. The weasel spawn.
I hope so.
Well, are you intentionally attacking the ground?
the sacred ground that we are guests on.
Does an attack end your short rest? Does he die?
An attack will end your short rest, and you'd have to start over.
I'm doing this.
Okay, and you are attacking the ground.
I'm not attacking the ground. I'm just hi-yaing the ground.
The sacred ground.
Object
Okay.
interacting.
So
Hi-ya!
you need to land a melee attack. So if you're just going hi-ya in the air, nothing will happen. If you are making the ground your target and hitting your target, then technically weasels will spawn.
I do that.
Ground.
I do that.
Guests at. Oh my god.
Ebenezer, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Oh, I wanted to. The weasels. I want to see them. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Spawn weasels.
I think there will be plenty of opportunities to find you for it.
I don't really know how to hold one of these.
Yes, we should find you a scabbard.
A what?
A scabbard.
A scabbard.
Have you ever seen a sword? And how?
Are you talking about the thing?
So I'm gonna pull my sword out and extend the blade. That was, it's just a hilt, and it goes. So the part that most people put over top of their sword blades when they have it on their head.
Oh.
And
With my head,
sword and put it away.
with my head still down, I'm gonna raise my right arm and just scabbard, conjure a grass sword. I can't imagine not having one, and then just vanish it.
Anyway, Ebenezer,
Go off.
I've been meaning to ask you this for some time. We've had a number of we've participated in a number of battles together at this point, and I've noticed with it near absolute, you seem to only ever use spells from the conjuration school. I was just curious as to why.
This goes back.
Oh God!
Since I've been using magic, really, I have tried other schools, and it's never clicked. I don't know what it is. It's just conjuration for me. I've never really, in school even, conjuration was. They had to treat me differently or special, so to speak, because I couldn't do anything else.
Is it born of competency or comfort?
I don't know.
My friend, you're a wizard. We're by definition the magic users of variety of don't know how to.
I do have
Good.
some speculation as to why this might be the case. I can't say for certain, but it is partially why I partook in my curiosity for this whole quest to begin with. The question, I believe, that the fairies lords would answer for all of us. My question was what happened in a portion of my childhood that caused this to happen.
Gestures at himself vaguely.
Oh man.
You just
Yeah, I
hear
don't
under
know.
Morgan's
I don't
breath
know. This
a lot.
this is pretty deep. I've had a lot of time to adjust and to get used to how things just were way back when. But I don't know.
Well, what I'm saying here, I would like to be clear. I don't intend to patronize you in any way. I'm genuinely curious. What is your knowledge about the arcane? Do you know, understand about how a wizard taps into magic? Fundamental level.
I believe I should. I think.
You would
Foster.
certainly have learned all that at Bogseth, yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, I've attended the classes. I've learned all that I could. I've just been unable. I haven't practiced or tried in some time, admittedly,
If
to
you,
use other schools of magic.
if you would like, I could try to help you. I've studied evocation magic at Bogs. But
That thing that
multiple
you
of
do
like
with
that.
your sword, that lightning boom. What is that?
Well, I send a couple spells through my store. One is cantrip, booming blade. I cast off thunderous energy, with my.
Can
The
you
other-
imagine thunder weasels?
You could, Ebenezer,
That-
you could generate the thunder yourself.
Oh, potentially.
I tell you what, I created a cantrip of my own. I could try to teach it to you.
I'm sure, by all means.
Would you like to go try over here right now?
Where you going?
Maeve, are we allowed to blow stuff up over there?
Maeve chased Vesper away some time ago.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Maeve's
Interesting.
not
If I'm
here.
not too
Perfect.
far.
Let's go this way.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, you two head off, and then between there, I am going to cut over to Maeve and Vesper. Vesper, you approach the tent and hear Maeve rushing up behind you. What do you say, Maeve, as you approach?
Vesper, why are you going in there?
Oh, to help.
Oh. Okay.
I was given nice plants by a woman who is better than me, and now I must help.
Oh. Okay.
Am I doing something wrong?
No, go ahead. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll just be here.
Okay. I'm gonna walk inside the tent.
Same.
Right, inside you see what Kinfeth and Eb saw before. Anna's in here attending to. Out of the 12 beds, I think 10 of them are full, so just a lot of 6 druids.
Hello, I am here to help you all, and Maeve is also here.
Wow, you came back. That's fantastic. Are you wanting to help try to kill the folk here, Maeve? And you said Vesper, is that right?
Yes. Vesper, is that
lovely to
right?
meet you, Vesper. I'll absolutely take any help you can offer.
Okay.
We've got these hot towels you can lay out if you'd like, or if you we've got some medicines over here on the shelf. But if you have anything else you can do, by all means, have at them. You know, they're not going to complain. They don't have much energy left to do that with, generally. So, yeah.
Fireball.
Just imagine Vesper shoving good berries into people's mouths, like.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Is there anybody who looks like they could eat?
Yeah, they all look like with a bit of effort that they're not, with the exception of probably one at the end who looks especially bad. The rest of them all look like they could probably at least take down a berry.
Cool. I have 2 berries. I will cut them each into 5 pieces. I'll go to 2 different beds and attempt to berry. Hello, my name is Vesper. This is a berry.
Oh, thank you, Vesper. Can you put it in my mouth? Oh, yeah. That's mighty fine, youngin. Thank you for the berry.
Yes. I will.
And he does, look slightly better. He looks more energized.
Wonderful. Excellent. I'll go to another withering looking individual and attempt to do the same thing.
And essentially the same thing happens as
Okay, but with this guy.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask if they look any better since Maeve healed the tree, as well as the other druids that were standing outside.
That is a good question. You see some of the rot seems to be clearing a bit, but with it already so deeply infected in them and without the druidic magics of their tree, they are not getting any better.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Vesper. I'm sorry.
Say again?
Who's the dude that looks the worst? I would
You.
know, right? You're right.
The plan was for this to be one of the unnamed family members, but you would,
okay.
you would recognize them, surely. So let's give this person the name Charlie. He looks about 28-ish in human variety, if he were to be human. And you know that he used to work on the farms and grow vegetables for the circle.
Okay.
Can I go to that guy too?
Sure.
And while I'm walking over there, can I attempt to grow Delilah's special medicine to help this man?
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of check were we doing for that? Was it survival or arcana?
Hopefully not arcana. Survival would be better.
Let's do survival. It's gonna be the DC is 20 to make this specifically, so.
Yeah, I was an 18 for so long.
Damn.
You don't make Delilah's special medicine, but you are able to make special medicine.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to recreate her treatment of it and offer this man a fucking doobie. What? Actually, I'm gonna sit down next to him, and I am gonna spare the dying, just in case he's at 0. So if he's unconscious, he's conscious now.
Yeah, great call. As you cast Spare the Dying, you see his eyes open.
Woo! And I'm gonna be 3 inches from his face, and I'm gonna say, "Good morning," when he wakes up.
He just like starts coughing uncontrollably, which is unfortunately now right in your face.
That's entirely
not
okay.
Related to anything you've given him yet. That's just in his lungs.
Mm-hmm. And it all hits me in the face. Are you okay? Yeah. Try this.
And he just starts wheezing and dying because he already couldn't breathe, and now it's even worse.
And I'll move on to the next.
Great.
Damn.
So that's 3 of the 8 or 10 you said?
Yeah, Anna comes in. It comes by after that last bit, and she goes, "Oh, okay, dearie. You know what? I appreciate you seem to have made a great deal of help today. Thank you for all of your time." She like starts like putting her hand behind you, like ushering you towards the front.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh yeah, I think I got it from here. No worries, no worries. In fact, you just go ahead and give me that if you don't mind. She just grabs the blunt from you. Yeah, it'll be fine. And she like puts it out on her jeans or not her pants, whatever. And just like, yeah, we're good. Thank you though.
I'm gonna look at all of the dead people. Are you sure?
Yeah, Leo'll be back in tomorrow. They'll be fine. I appreciate you.
Okay. That's crazy that she like took the day off and that guy was dying.
Yeah, she's been working for like 3
Yeah.
weeks straight. You know, she needed just
Yeah.
to recover. Yeah.
So I should leave.
Yeah. But it's you did a great job, sweetie. You really did, and I do appreciate you.
Insight check. It's a 14.
With a 14, I think you can pick up on the fact that she just wants you to leave, but you also can pick up on that she is genuinely trying to say nice things and support you.
Or so you think.
Yeah. I gotta admit, my hopes and dreams are crushed and I've never been this offended. Good night.
Oh dear. Oh God.
Oh, I'm gone.
Jeez. Oh.
I'm
Make sure you're
gone.
calling him out.
I'll just look at my mom like this. I'm shaking my head if I'm still really laggy.
Okay. Got it. I appreciate it.
Okay. Shaking it, no. And do I know anyone else in there? Specifically, any of the squad?
None of your squad are in here.
All right, then I'm out.
Damn.
I can't be talking to people.
As you
Like-
both exit the tent, just to your left, like 20 feet away, you hear, "Here's great news, yes!" And exiting out of the Elder's tent is first Feldemar, followed by Rodon, which many of you recognize immediately. And Vesper, you see this man doesn't look like an elf. This man looks like the character that Riley played for the one shot where we decided the king.
Jesus
Like
fuck.
Garafel or whatever his name is. This is he's
That's a
like,
big
I mean,
dude.
he's got the elvish features and the like the fine features, but he's thick. He's ripped. He looks like if you've seen the trailers for Kraven the Hunter, in fact, he's wearing like fur over on his vest and like looks huge, just like that. He's a big guy as he steps out and says, "I'm glad to know we'll finally have our resources coming back in, Deldemar, and it's good to see you again. It's been, gosh, just too long." He starts to scan around. Maeve, do you want to be seen, or would you like to try to hide?
I'll try to hide.
Awesome. Give me a stealth check.
You can hide behind me
Okay.
because I would have been staring blankly into the void looking depressed.
Right.
Straight through these people if that's the way we came out looking.
11.
Weesh.
All right. Let's see here. You know, I'm gonna table roll this from Eb's thing. He adds a +3 to whatever this is, so you need this to be an 8 or lower to not be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. That
Yeah,
is dirty
almost.
20.
He looks in, like, there's a split second where he like makes direct eye contact with you before you like duck behind Vesper, and
Oh,
you
Maeve,
have
this
this
guy
thought
was
of,
looking
like-
at you.
perfect way to do that.
Oh, fantastic. He sees you clearly. You've made eye contact. He sort of furrows his brow, but then just sort of nods at you and walks away.
Oh, never mind. He's gone. Okay.
Damn.
I know. The lady in there was so mean,
Hey, that's my mom.
but she said such nice things. That was who?
That was my mom, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Was it?
I was not asking you. Yeah, that was my mom.
Oh.
If you're gonna talk bad about my parents, at least talk about that guy. I'll point to the.
That guy looks like a jerk. I haven't even
Yeah.
met him, but she was mean.
Oh,
He looks nice. I liked his fur.
okay.
Do you guys have a place to cry here?
Just go back to the
Anywhere
tree.
works.
Just like anywhere?
What about the? Yeah, anywhere works.
Okay.
What about the guy that was the one guy's dad was also with my dad? Is he gone?
He walks with Rodon.
Cool. Good. Great.
Who are those guys?
Well, the big one's my dad, and then the other guy is somebody else's dad.
That ends up.
Kind of a long story. Let's go back to the group.
Okay.
Yeah, you make your way back towards the group. Ebenezer and Kaelinor, as you guys walk off, and well, actually, give me a bit of how this would go. How do you go about teaching him a spell or a cantrip?
I'd start by pulling it up in my spellbook and showing him what I had on it.
What's the spell, Evan?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Pikachu.
Foster, I tied Ebenezer to only knowing conjuration after I made Ebenezer, so I don't even know what is causing this, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, Foster knows.
Don't
Sure
worry,
he does.
I gotcha.
okay. I appreciate you knowing that. I appreciate. Never.
That-
You know what I'm trying to say.
Arguably the same thing with my arm. So, I was just like, this would be cool. Tell me what happens.
So I would like to. I mean, if we wanted to roleplay this, cool. If not,
Do it.
Foster, what do you want? Do we have time?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely roleplay it. The thing I think that would happen with whatever attempts you try though is unfortunately failure.
No matter what, he doesn't get to roll.
I want to.
You know what? If you can give me a DC 30 Arcana check, then absolutely you can have this cantrip.
Impossible.
Easy.
It's literally
easy.
impossible. Riley,
Easy.
it's literally impossible. I know the numbers.
I got
that
an
are-
8. It was close. It was a close roll. It was close.
Give it to him. Give it to him. He's close enough.
I would. Okay, so I would like to preface that I would be doing my best though. I would be taking it seriously. I'd be doing all the poses, the postures, the wishing and the whooshing.
Leviosa.
Yeah. So I do want to preface that for Kaelinor, like, hey, Ebenezer's really giving this a shot for you.
Give me a
but-
performance check.
No.
Kalador probably gets a little frustrated over the course of this. It is like a couple of times just like flinging them into the distance. Like, look, it's easy.
A couple of times Ebenezer will like drop his sword or throw it on the ground on accident, trying to use it as his thing, like, because he's adjusting to that as well.
We need a bag of holding.
Arthur has one.
During this time, you both would hear long before they ever approached you, but the footsteps of another druid approaching you from behind.
Us two, specifically?
Yes, the two of you.
I would like to add that I'm specifically throwing my cantrip into the air so it like fizzles. I'm not like throwing them at trees or anything.
Sure. But he approaches you and says, "Are you working on learning lightning spells?"
I'm trying.
I'm trying to impart some knowledge. I specialize in lightning and thunder-based evocation methods.
As you turn to see him, you see another elf, but he has grown in facial hair, which is unusual for elves, but it's almost like Tony Stark in Iron Man 3 with like the very thin chin strap and like a mustache. Which is all a dark blonde, but certainly blonde, with his sort of dirty blonde hair coming down about halfway to the side of his face. And he looks to you and says, "Well, as a druid, I'm very familiar with lightning. I'm not much of a trainer myself, but I certainly might be able to help out. My name's Percivine. Good to meet you both."
Kaelinor, it's a pleasure.
Ebenezer.
Lovely. And you all are visiting our circle for the time being?
Something like that.
He stole the words right out of my mouth, literally.
I was watching the whole time, and he did not reach for your mouth at all.
Touche.
Wasn't quite literal, was it? Oh, well. And now, what is the spell that you're trying to teach?
This particular one is actually one of my own design. I call it Thunderbolt. It is very simple. It's just a small jolt of electricity.
Would you mind showing me?
Absolutely. I'll hold out my hand and with my crystal thing, and I'll snap, and there'll be a little ball of blue lightning in my hand. I'll just kind of fling it. I'll sail about 120 feet and then fizzle.
Wow, that is truly unique. Let me try. And he reaches out, he snaps, and he creates the exact same thing and throws it out. He looks at Ebenezer. This was incredibly easy. I don't understand how you haven't got it.
Oh.
Get fucked. Jesus.
Ebenezer's like gonna be looking down, like swinging his sword, like, yeah, I know. That's what they say. It's really easy to do.
You know what? Actually, I didn't see that sword before. If you're a fighter, it makes more sense why you wouldn't be able to cast this.
I'm totally a fighter. It's all I do.
Deception check.
Sure, give me deception.
Kaelinor's look would give you disadvantage if it was.
19.
No!
He looks at you and goes, "Well, I mean, feeble for a fighter, but you know, who am I to judge?"
Hey, someday you'll get old too, young man.
And someday, but you know, elvish blood keeps me alive for quite a long time. I'm 245 years old myself.
I'm gonna go sit down. Kaelinor, we'll do this.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
As Ebenezer is walking away, Kaelinor, we'll do this again. You have my word.
Absolutely, Ebenezer.
And now I'll go back over yonder.
What was
In defeat.
this name again, or this elf's name again?
Percivine.
Percivine. Now, Percivine, you have any magics to impart on me?
Well, you seem to be an electric sort of wizard of sorts. Do you know any other electricity spells?
The essentials. Shocking Grasp, Lightning Lure, Lightning Bolt. I recently suffered an accident, and I felt my connection to the arcane dwindled. in recent weeks, but it's slowly recovering.
That's. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, the connection to the arcane is truly what makes a druid a druid. The nature arcane, that arcana that flows through everything is how we connect to things and cast our very magic. So I can't imagine being cut off. Well, here's one for you if you're interested in lightning spells. He pulls a focus from his pouch, which is just a small, like a stick, essentially, just like a baby a foot long, almost like a wand, but not shaped in that way, and he just holds it from the center. But he just like raises it towards the sky, and you see storm clouds gathering above you before he strikes the stick downwards, and a lightning strike comes down and strikes the ground above you, or beside you.
Oh, that was fantastic.
What the fuck? Okay, I can...
from not far off.
That's great. I would like to try to replicate it. I don't know if I have to.
Oh, by all means. Yeah, and he sort of walks you through the steps of the positioning and the movements to everything. And he says, by all means, go ahead and give it a shot. And this is also going to be a DC 30 Arcana check.
You motherfucker!
Or it's going to be a DC 30 Arcana check. If you can give me a nat 20, I will allow that to pass on this one.
Well, fuck.
It could happen. It's there.
Technically. Nope. 18.
Oh, that's so close.
It's closer than you.
That's true.
As it doesn't happen, he looks and says, well, you are like clearly quite adept at what you do in your magics. It may just be a difference of mindset. I'll tell you what, if you'll still be here tomorrow morning, come meet me again in this spot, and I may have a deeper lesson planned.
Fantastic. It sounds like I'm going to be here at least for a minute.
Very well. Great again to meet you, Kaelinor. And he shakes your hand.
I will return the handshake.
He walks off.
Call lightning so bad. I would return back to where everybody else was.
Fantastic. By now, all of you can finish your short rest. It's been at least an hour. I'm gonna, even if that doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna say it has, because now you guys should be able to move and do things.
A real life hour-long short rest.
IRL. I don't get a short rest though, right?
You don't, unfortunately. No, yeah, if you interrupted it. But anybody who was resting the whole time can certainly take their short rest.
That's what I was doing. Count as resting the whole time.
Fucking no.
I took my rest before we did all this.
Yeah, I think your uninterrupted. You know what? Everybody take a short rest. Vesper can have it too. We'll just.
I think that's fair. Fair.
I think
under a fucking tree the entire.
I did explicitly say I was skipping it to try to get good shit.
If you're okay with the weird time, this is all timey-wimey bullshit trying to decide what happened when. So if you're okay with not having it, then by all means.
I also am totally okay. The only thing I got back was one spell slot, and I'm okay to recheck it.
I'd have played the last 2 hours.
It's been an hour. It's fine.
Recheck.
Anyway, you all decide if you short rested or not, and I believe that you're honorable people and do it the right way. So, you're all gathered around this tree still as you all finish this rest. Is there anything in particular anyone would like to do here during this time now you can get around the village?
Yes, I would like to short rest.
It's only been an hour, right? So
Yep, it's been about an hour.
Everybody's will keep chilling.
Okay. In that case, if nobody has anything, fair. Thank you for the giant thumb. Almost to the minute when you finish this short rest. Hold on. You hear a crack behind you, and standing behind you as you all look to this sound is this elvish boy that you've seen popping up from time to time. He looks around to all of you. You're all alive? That's new.
I'm offended.
I was previously dead.
He turned into a sword and I wielded him. I'll point to Ebenezer. Does that count?
Yeah. I mean, you're all alive right now, right?
Emotionally, no.
Yes.
Barely.
I am alive.
Huh.
Okay.
That's
What does
never
this
happened
mean?
before. Okay. Well, this kind of changes a lot of things. Okay.
I'm glad that you drugged me away from my home and then expected me to die. That's great.
Is this Leaf?
This
Or
is not Leaf. This is
Oh.
The other asshole.
Oh.
the other guy who keeps showing up.
I don't remember this. Okay.
I thought that was Leaf.
Mm.
I don't know.
Retract my previous statement just now.
Ditto.
Okay, well, I've met a couple of you before, but my name is Zarafel. I suppose we should start there.
I'm Kinfath.
I actually don't need any of your introductions, but I appreciate the politeness, I guess.
Hello.
So, you might have some questions about who I am.
Nope.
I do.
Ebenezer's
Yes.
gonna jump up real quick. This is the guy I was telling you guys about. That was teleporting out of nowhere and showing up and then disappearing again. Ta-da! I'm not crazy. Please don't think I'm crazy.
Is this conjuration magic?
No. But, good thought, Kinfath. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, you guys are all... You're all living, which means there's something very different going on, and I guess I should start at the beginning?
A very good place to start.
Indeed. I'll tell you everything I can, but I'm not supposed to stay here long. The longer I stay here, the longer I have to stay away. So we'll get all the questions in at once if I can. First things first, I am a contingency. My father is the primordial of time and space. And my dad is Luther Kane.
We've killed that guy like a lot of times. I'm sorry.
I just
No.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. What did Ben say?
I just drew my sword.
You know, that's it. Let me get to the contingency part, Ren. I do appreciate your eagerness. You were always the protector, I should say.
Speak quickly and speak plain.
Okay. I should start by saying Luther wasn't always this guy. It's not even entirely his fault that he's this way. Not to excuse what he's done. He's a monster of a person and deserves everything you do to him. But he was just a bard in Soul City, which you'll get there eventually. Some of you, probably. Anyway, big city. He's a bard there. One day, this person walks in. They start flirting at the bar. It doesn't stop. Turns out that person is a primordial being trying to experience life as a human. They talk a lot. One thing leads to another. I don't know exactly how that all worked, but here I am. What I know about me is that shortly after, Chronostra went to rest. This primordial god of time and space, and when he did that, I was made into a contingency. If I ever die, the universe resets. And I have to not involve myself with mortals, or that will happen way more often than it should.
Excuse me, resets?
Yeah, yep, it goes back to the beginning, and it gets back to here. And the crazy thing, good question, Kaelinor, is that it seemingly goes the same every time, except the last 5 have been very different. I don't know what changed exactly, but now the last 5 universal resets have come from the Feywilds. Something happens there, I lose my magic, and then the world blows up and I'm dead. And I've been trying to figure out what the hell is going on ever since. I've tried manipulating you guys, I've tried going into these freaking fractures, which even with your rings that I'm sorry, Kaelinor, actually on the 3rd time through I did kill you, and I'm sorry about that. It was just an experiment. But I took your ring and I tried to get in there, and I can't go in there. It's fine. You're safe now. It didn't work, so I'm just. It was an experiment. All right.
He's dead?
No, he's.
Eleanor?
Look, what you need to know is that I have lived through this exact world-ending event 6 times. Every time I've tried to go to the Feywilds, I'm hunted down immediately, and I can't get into those damn fractures. Speaking of, they're fractures. Time is weird, right? Any questions about that?
What time is it?
He looks up at the sun. It's like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
This guy's good.
The most recent fracture where the tree split, why did that follow us here?
Now, I only know what you guys told me last time, so I don't have an entire grasp on it, but what I believe is that one was a bit of an exception, that it didn't have a determined time. It was a... He looks over to the tree. That tree is powerfully magic. And I think it existing in a fracture was causing some real weird stuff to happen. So, I don't think it was the past, I don't think it was the future, I think it was all the time. Generally, though, that's not the case. Like, you went to Bogseth, that's in the future, a specific year. And you went to Ashmere, that's a specific year. That's how it's supposed to be. This one is just a bit funky.
So you've seen this before? Here, all of us in the spot with that tree, just like it is now?
Nope. That's new.
What about the time moves?
The time rifts happen every time. For the past 6 times. I've died a lot. The past 6.
What happened the 7th time ago?
7 times ago, we went thousands of years into the future, and then I got mad at a guy who called me a name when I went to a bar, which I wasn't supposed to, and he, stabbed me.
So a situation that had nothing to do with it.
nothing to do with you.
We did not become relevant to you in this cycle until 5 times ago.
Yeah.
Are you cursed?
I'm a contingency.
How did you die 5 times ago, or whatever the first different one was? 6? 5.
Well, I tried to. The first time something changed, there was all of the magic ceased to exist, coming to us from the Feywilds. When I lost my magic, seemingly so did everyone else. Suddenly, the creature I have learned is my uncle busted out of the earth, and I died.
Is that the hell demon guy we keep saying?
Oh no, that is the Lord of Pestilence, where my dad decided to make a fun deal. I did figure that out.
Go on.
He's a big bad guy. Related to my uncle. He busted out because a seal that was placed on Earth a long time ago became inert.
Oh.
And he just came out. And so I know I studied that seal on the second time through, and it turns out that seal keeps demons and angels and whatnot in their domains, but he is trying to get around the system. He's moving his domain into the mortal realm.
So
and what
get
does
this.
your father have to do with that?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. He made a deal with a demon, but I don't know why.
Lovely.
Did our lantern get stolen, like, any times ago?
You guys never came out of that one alive any times ago.
Oh. Okay.
Lovely.
This is the furthest we've ever gotten. This is
So if you were to
unseen
go
territory.
down to the Feywilds right now, you would perish. Just straight up?
I won't die in the Feywilds immediately, but I have visited twice trying to figure this out, and I was hunted down immediately.
By who? Exactly.
I never saw them.
Well, what plane do you normally reside in? If it's so hard for you to be here, you can't go to the Fey realm.
I exist in sort of, well, Maeve, you saw it. It's a sort of realm between time and space.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for that.
So should we go to your place?
Huh. I've never tried to teleport more than one person before. Yeah, I guess if we need to talk for a bit.
We kind of teleport all the time, actually.
Okay. I mean, I'll try.
We die,
How
it
long
restarts.
What is time in your space compared to now?
That is a good question.
That is a great question, actually, because I move between times. It's a space that I think, and it has worked this way for Maeve, I can drop you back exclusively at the time that you came from. But if you want to talk for longer...
Should we?
I personally don't trust this guy 100%.
Yeah, hey, that's fair. I killed one of you guys before, and if the opportunity arose to save the universe at one of your expense, I would probably do it again.
Who would you
Do you
regret
know
killing
everything
most?
about us? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Confess.
Mine's stupid.
He's memeing.
I am memeing. Ask the real questions.
So you more or less know just about everything about every one of us?
I know everything every one of you has told me for the last 5 cycles.
But you only know us so far as our little story as a group goes.
That's the gist of it.
Something tells me the queens aren't telling us everything.
Mighty omniscient of you.
Thank you.
I feel like that's how it works in a normal monarchy.
I would like to point out that there's nothing normal about where the fuck you guys are from. Just blanketly as like the group and the definition of normal.
Ebenezer will be like,
Sure. Well, it seems like. Well, what was your name again?
Zarafel.
How long were you in the Feywilds before, each time?
Less than half an hour.
That's
Please
not
don't
even
go
a
back
short
there.
rest.
Have you ever tried a self reset?
Oh yeah. But the first time I found out I was a contingency, I self-reset a lot. Thousands of years in the future, somebody's gonna make a movie called Groundhog Day. It really reflects what goes on with this whole situation.
I've seen that.
Do you have any control of how far back it goes, or it's home base every time?
The beginning of the universe.
Which is like
Then
when
primordials
approximately?
move and create. From now? Shit. Well, I mean, I don't gain consciousness until I'm born, but then I remember everything from the previous one.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
an infant for a while with the consciousness of infinite me's. It's a lot.
So, you come back into existence with all this information, all this knowledge, and you still interact with your father? You don't do anything, change the course he's on?
Well, like I said, the more I'm here, the more risk I have of just dying and resetting everything. And you know my father. He's a violent person. Even before Chronostra ceased and he went mad, I still wouldn't have wanted to spend my time around him.
So what is he trying to do exactly?
That's the $1 million question.
We were kind of told like this one thing about him, and we're kind of going off of that. He's trying to eliminate bad stuff in the past about him and all the timelines so he can like ascend or whatever. Would that be like a problem? If that were what we were told and what we were working on, which it isn't.
Well, you told me at some point before, Vesper, that you were told he was trying to go back before he sinned and go to heaven. But I can promise you that's not the case, because that's not how it works. I've seen maybe one of you try to go to the past and get to heaven that way, and it didn't work.
I knew it.
So whatever he's doing, it's not that. What I do know is that he went crazy when Chronostra ceased, because he couldn't. Chronostra doesn't exist anymore. He didn't just die. He is not a thing. And Luther loved him so deeply that when that happened, he snapped. And I can only think it has something to do with wanting it back. But you can't bring back a primordial who doesn't want to be brought back.
Bet. I'm kidding.
Okay, hold on, guys. I genuinely can't. Come in. We gotta go. If you want any more questions, we gotta go. And he's just gonna try to connect you all with all. If anybody wants to stay, they certainly can.
Reading the group. What's everybody doing?
Ebenezer will stay.
Same.
Ooh.
I'll go.
I
And I
think
gotta-
if I saw Vesper and Ren do it, I would probably go.
Okay, Kenfath and Maeve.
I feel like I'm not the person to go ask this guy a bunch of questions.
All right,
So
you want to stay?
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'll say as fast as I can. You know, guys, last time I did this, I got stabbed immediately, and then I'll like put my hand there.
So you are coming, regardless.
What?
I love that. Yeah, immediately. You guys are all instantly floating in this purplish void of stars and space, and it looks sort of like, you know, for the people who've ever played Valorant before, when Astra ults like that
Fuck yeah.
shit. As you'll have to look that up later. The yeah, not Ivy. Wow.
Yeah, what
Sorry.
the fuck? I'm much cooler than this one.
But yeah, you're all here in this space, and he releases you and goes, "Okay, all right." And you see the essence of the space around him like seeping into his skin. Okay, what else can I? Hold on. And he looks at Kalinor's belt. The knife that was just given to you is giving off a immense glow. That's... What is that?
It's a blade we procured from an iteration of your father we found in a time rift.
A knife.
Ah. May I touch it?
I will draw it and offer it to him, hilt first.
He cautiously grabs it. There's a temporal imprint, a moment in time, but it's his consciousness split onto this object. Hold on, he puts it out, and all of you see what essentially looks like a scrying portal open up in front of you.
Fuck yeah.
And you see a scene play out.
So
What
glad
you
I
see...
And you've animated this scene for us in some there.
God, I wish. You see Luther looking at his hands for a moment, and he looks up and you see Queen Pius, the former queen of the Trickster Court. He hears from her, "It's very unusual to invite a mortal to join a Fae court, but I will say, Luther, you're one of the trickiest mortals I've ever met." Her eyes trail up above and behind Luther, implying the presence of someone else here. And then the memory fades. Well then. Huh.
Who was the person speaking once more? Do we know them?
Queen Pius, which was the queen he murdered at the beginning.
Right. Okay.
He chopped up.
The Bunny Queen's mom.
Yeah,
Right.
we heard this story, but we did not know them, obviously.
Hmm.
Okay.
You said you took this from Luther.
Yes, believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ren, when we found him at Bogseth.
Yes.
Well, God damn it all, this could be the answer to everything. You need to find more. If we can piece together his memories, we can understand what's going on.
So,
More what?
I did the things like the artifacts like this.
How do we tell? How do we tell if they glow here?
We'll have to bring them here, I suppose, but I would look for anything Luther's carrying and bring it. If it looks out of place, it's probably something important.
I would pull out of my pack the rapier that I took off of him when we saw him when we fought him last time. I have this. I took this off. I don't know if it's doing it.
He inspects the weapon for a moment and says, "No, it's got him notably on it, but nothing here. I'm sorry."
Next time we just have to take more.
Okay.
Anyway, you came here for questions. I'm sure you have more. Yeah, Vesper.
Yeah, guy. So say we do find something interesting. Sorry, I feel like our questions are kind of going in a different direction maybe now. Say we do find something a little bit of interest next time, how do we bring it here, or you?
I'll see it. As long as you're not in a fracture, I'll see it.
Wait, do you see like everything?
I see the mortal realm.
Okay.
Creepy.
It's kind of cool.
I forgot you were here, Maeve. How's it going?
You mentioned a deal between the heavens and hells. Treaty or pact. What was that about?
In my understanding, something like 125-ish years ago, people were warring using the powers of celestials and infernals, and it was granting them so much power that they were coming to Earth and shaking things up so much that it was waking up my uncle. And they decided, no more of that, we're going to lock them up. And so they made a seal. They placed it out somewhere in an ocean, and now celestials and infernals have to stay in their realms.
Where did you mention Luther was from again?
The capital of Thonia, Soul City.
Thonia. That's the second time I've heard that name in the last week. Where is this place?
It's about as far away as it could possibly be. It is exactly on the other side of the planet known as Terra.
Are you capable of helping us get there, or pointing us in a direction to get there?
Well, I can tell you if you sail any direction around Terra, you'll get there eventually, but as far as, safe sailing routes, I'm not exactly an expert there.
You can blip us out of time, but you can't teleport us to the other side of the plane.
I can bring you back to your time and space.
You teleported me.
And you dive.
Yeah,
I think that was
but not because
circumstantial.
of the teleportation.
It'd be further than I've ever done it before, but I can try.
We do only have 4, I think, of us right now.
Certainly we wouldn't leave without everyone.
Maybe there's a thing or two we could attend to first, clean up business here, and then maybe go for a Hail Mary attempt.
I would like to maybe
And
keep
again,
that as an option, but
if you can find a
first.
boat, I would like to highly suggest a boat. This would be the furthest I've ever moved a person, and I cannot guarantee if I'd be able to make the whole trip. I don't want to drop you in the middle of the ocean.
We can certainly try and find a... The nature of that journey, however, begs a question that you're probably the only person fit to answer. These time rifts that we keep finding your father in cleansing, so to speak, what happens if we don't attend to them? If we walk away from these and travel to this far off continent in search of answers. What happens to the time that we're gone? A trip like that could be weeks, it could be a month, more.
The time rifts will stay. The time rifts were created at a time, and the time within those rifts does continue to flow before you get there. I've never been able to get into one, even with one of your rings, so I can't say what all will go on inside. But if a rift was created at 1120 year to date, time will continue to move in real time until you get there.
How many fractures are left?
Well, 3 in Win and quite a few in Thonia.
That was my
They're
question.
in Thonia as well. There's got to be more than 3 we've.
All right, did I say there are 3? You took care of 3. There are 6 left in Win.
Well, if we're dealing with the same problem no matter where we go, it might behoove us to travel on the direction of more answers about Luther rather than staying here. Certainly think about.
I personally struggle with abandoning my responsibility to my queen, though I don't know how I would go about that right now.
Hey, that's a fair point. I've seen her act on her word before.
As have I.
Morgan didn't survive number 3.
At a certain point, these Fey Queens need to understand that there are multiple factors at play, and that regardless of their whims, there are things to attend to.
You'd think.
I still don't know if I'd leave quite yet. I'd still be concerned about the tree. I mean, that's not in a rift anymore, and it is doing really bad. I mean, I guess I could stay, but it's... I don't know. I would feel weird to leave it just yet.
I
Kaylin,
certainly-
all right. Good.
Oh, you go ahead.
I certainly understand and appreciate your can-do attitude and righteous mentality of things matter, but try to understand you would be asking me to abandon and forsake everything I know.
I'm not suggesting. I mean, if Thonia being on the mortal plane, it's no different, I would think, for you to go there than to be here. Correct me if I'm wrong. No,
I don't have the same communication that Morgan has. I don't have that, and last I know, Leaf was on his way to assist us in some way.
Oh, I'm not suggesting that we walk away from this conversation there, but I think that we should consider moving in that direction before continuing to pursue time win. There are still bows to be tied. I don't think we would want to be without that lantern traveling across the traveling to a new continent. But I think going in that direction will be more beneficial to us as far as information goes to our overarching problem.
There's still plenty of rifts to access information here also.
And
That's
now
true.
we know that if we get stuff from them, we could probably learn a lot more based on these memories too.
That's
Quick
what I'm
roll.
thinking.
Question for the DM real quick. Is when we are teleporting out of the confluence, do we have I know we kind of were pretty loose about like you can drop anywhere around Win, but when you go back to the back to the confluence, you have to go back to where you dropped at. Could the confluence drop us in Thonia? Like, is that a thread worth pulling at? Like, if it's not, I would almost just friendly. I would appreciate a friendly, like, nah, don't spend 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks chasing that.
I can't metagame. I will shut up.
I'm trying to be careful.
That's actually something I didn't consider.
What the fuck is that for people who aren't that?
The confluence is the
middle section of
middle
Fey.
of the Feywilds where you usually go back to first.
Okay.
Not in any specific court.
Gotcha.
It's downtown.
It's hard for me to fucking keep my head straight in that place. Me. Vesper's never head straight.
Because like it could be just me outside of the game here. It could be really fucking cool and exciting to go for like a Hail Mary attempt at retrieving a lantern somehow, and like getting a lantern sneaky like we're on like a 15-minute mission to try and find one and then get the fuck out before we get murked. Like that could be cool, but if I'm just gonna go there and then it doesn't work and I get murked, I would be kind of pissed as a player.
So wait, you want to repeat your question? I'm sorry.
I'm just kind of espousing that, like, if you hadn't considered it, consider it. Would it work or not? Think on it if you have to. I'm just curious because it does exist on a different plane. I don't know how loosey goosey you want to be with confluence rules.
I think it makes the most sense actually in the lore that I have written that the Feywild's lanterns could only connect to win by lantern. But there may be, and you wouldn't know this, but there may be other means of getting Dithonia from the Feywilds.
Sure. And I will do my best to act on that naturally in game.
Sure.
I'm gonna cheat.
Guys, I think we go back to the Feywild. I'm kidding.
Well, look, Maeve brings up a great point. The more of those artifacts you can get, the more we'll understand.
And the more levels we got.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's grind
Maybe
those
we
though.
can try. Maybe we can try a rift or two more at least, and see where those, if we even get any artifacts, see where those memories lead us.
What's your name again?
Zarafel.
Yes.
Good job.
That's a bit, by the way. What? The last times we've done this, has our group done these riffs relatively same each time? Have we experimented with different riffs? Do you know of any different order that we've tried this in?
Things have gone pretty much exactly this way every time, with the exceptions of variables where I intervened. Mostly the same, though previously you all died in that last rift.
So we're officially in unknown territory for a time god that's seen all.
Yeah. Sorry
Lovely.
about that. I mean, I'd love
Could-
to help more, and
Could you at least tell us how we died so we could, like, avoid that?
well, you were unfortunately in the fracture. I couldn't see it. But I have to assume it was something to do with Luther.
Or a little demon god?
Yeah, demons cause trouble. Okay. Any other questions before I send you back to your friends?
Yes, what's my last name?
I don't think you were ever given one, Vesper. I mean, I've studied you, but the Samsara never really did surnames.
Yeah.
As
I
far
didn't
as I'm
know.
aware, they didn't
So.
do names.
Yeah.
When did Vesper come about?
I'll tell you next time we hang out.
Fair enough. Everybody ready?
Nope.
Great.
Yeah.
He pushes time through you, and you end up in the exact same place that you all just were.
So how long do you think? Oh,
Yes, exactly.
hey guys, you weren't gone for literally any time at all.
We're there for a number of minutes,
Yeah, like
at least.
at least 4.
I blinked my eyes twice, and you were back.
That's impressive.
Well, what did you learn?
Should have been there. It's an inside thing.
Yeah, it's not that important.
Probably for the best.
Lord dump. Blah.
We just talked for like 10 minutes. Could, do we go through that in character?
Yeah, dump it, bro. If you don't, I will.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically there's this guy, you met him, and we went to Purple Jelly Land, and that knife, that thing, we looked at it through a thing, some sort of scrying portal, and we saw basically that one guy that Luther killed in the Feywilds that one time, and they were talking and stuff, but somebody else was probably there, and we realized that if we take things from the Luther rifts, that we might be able to look at them if they're important enough and figure out more clues about that. And also, I don't have a name, and also Maeve doesn't want to go to the other side of the world, and Ren also has a problem with boats or wants to find a different way over there, and a few other things probably.
I thought your name was Vesper.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. Thanks, Cal. Or fucking Confess. It's Vesper now.
So, if I may put forth my initial thoughts and/or worries here. One, the Queens are up to something, and we're not getting the full thing from them, and that's a
definitely.
concern.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I forget what I was going to say the second time.
It does come after 1.
It does.
Elderly.
Yeah. I'm admittedly tired.
I'm starting to wonder, and this is nothing but a hunch, if rather than the fake Waynes lying to us, they simply don't know and are scared. Because there are lots of forces at work here, things that we just spoke to a godly being of space and time that didn't have the answers to dozens of our questions fully enough. And why would we expect these fake Waynes to know anything more? Maybe they're simply facing this chaotic mess of a situation, and if you were a godly, powerful being, would you like your subjects and lower beings to see you expressing doubt or uncertainty? Could explain why these normally calm individuals are so aggressive.
Yeah, I would rule with an iron fist. So.
Thank you for your insight.
I also think they're clueless, and we definitely know more than they do.
Should we go tell them?
No. At least I don't think so.
How would we go tell them? We don't have a way to get back.
We look at the two Fey boys.
I'm just not. I'm trying to throw my hands up in the air in sheer disappointment.
Look, we're left to assume that this Lord of Pestilence is in the Fey realm, right?
Well, he went through a fire portal, no?
He came out of a fire portal and used the lantern.
He used the lantern.
Oh, he did? Okay.
That being is somewhere there now and has a day's head start. God forbid there's more time bullshit. Who the fuck knows how long?
I'm curious
I don't know that it's safe.
that if Z Money was hunted down so quickly, Do you think this fire guy would be hunted down quickly? Or like, what was that about? 30 minutes isn't a long time. Like, I've definitely walked around in there for 30 minutes before anybody knew I was there.
Zerafel's not still here, right?
No, he didn't come with.
I'm just talking out loud here. When you were giving context to Zerafel entering the Feywilds and being hunted,
Bless you.
that was like timeline prior to now. Because
Right. One of the previous resets. Yeah.
Okay, so then I would say out loud, back in character, I'd be like, he mentioned being hunted prior to now. It may not be entirely unreasonable to think whatever was hunting him was there before that demon.
Mm-hmm.
To find a, whatever he called himself, an anomaly, contingency, to find something like that can seemingly jump around in time and successfully kill it in 30 minutes or less seems
Like a high initiative roll?
impressive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That
Doesn't
thing being
feel
there
safe
frightens me.
going back.
Mm-hmm.
We
But
also,
go ahead.
we also, that happened to us while we were in a rift at an unknown time. We have no idea when that demon got dropped into the Fey Rift or any of the.
Wait. Oh, my head hurts. As a player.
We're talking about when the Lord of Pestilence
Right.
took our
That's
lantern,
not
right?
why it hurts.
Oh.
So Zerafel just explained that rift existed across all time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
was he always there?
He might have always been there.
Weird.
So you think he's the guy killing the guy? But
Potentially.
the guy knew about the guy, so if he knew about the guy and he said, I don't know who killed me, you think maybe, unless he got some sort of like upgrades.
Look, the same pestilence that is all over Maeve's tree and killing Maeve's people is in the Feywilds.
Yes.
Maeve, what did you see when you fell through that tree?
Well, that guy.
Right.
Like just up there?
It was. I think I was in hell, I guess. It was really dark, and then that guy was like, "I'm gonna kill you," and then I ran away. So. Didn't really get to gather much.
So I feel like we shouldn't go back to the place where he could kill us. Really.
I feel like there's not a single thing we're ahead on.
Then
So are
should
we
go
not
kill
going
the
back to the Fae?
Let's ask Leaf some questions.
Well, he's not fucking here on where he's at.
I'd like to use the wait option on the bench.
I would like to use contemplation.
slider.
I would like to pace back and forth, annoyed.
Well, lots of things in the air. Does the group want to rest and wait for Leaf, or do you want to try to accomplish other things in the meantime?
We were told to not move.
I feel like we should rest and
More
wait.
or less, this area would be.
I think even if we don't go back to the Feywilds, it would behoove us to ask Leaf questions, assuming that's where they just came from.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I vote rest.
What time of day is it?
1.
Not very late, yeah. You could certainly do other things in the day if you wanted to. But
Or we could get 8 hours of rest and move in the night.
We don't know when Leaf's gonna show up.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Leaf.
I would also like to selfishly be here at 7 a.m. tomorrow to try to learn Call Lightning.
Yeah, I might have another shift at the hospital. I don't really know what I accepted.
I mean, I think Zarafel just confirmed that these time rifts aren't going to necessarily bleed outwards. They'll just continue moving internally. I don't know that we couldn't afford a day. Seems like we've kind of been busting ass for 2 weeks.
I'm very much down to rest.
All right, Ren's putting a tent or something up. This group decision is now a monarchy.
Everyone in his tent.
You start. What supplies are you using to make this tent?
I don't fucking know, man. You telling me we haven't camped before?
My cloak.
You
and
can
this
certainly make a
stick.
camp by all means. Just I don't know about a tent.
Tent big.
My shield isn't a tent. Hold on.
Is there any kind of festivities going on?
Not a lot of festivity at
People
the
are
moment,
dying.
unfortunately. People are dying.
Well,
But
Yeah.
I will say probably around this time where you all start to set up camp, you see a giant man in a bear fur walk over to you all.
I sigh really loudly.
Within earshot or no? Of him.
Yeah.
Me too.
what is he?
This guy.
He hears it for sure, and you know he does. But he walks up to all of you. You then are Maeve's friends.
It's
Acquaintance.
complicated.
Maeve is my friend.
Let's go.
He looks right at you, Maeve, and says, "And you are still using what is killing us all to your advantage."
She'll sigh again, and then she'll look up and she'll say, "And you're still a coward who doesn't want to do anything else about it, but sit here?"
I'm gonna look at Ebenezer.
He
Ren's gonna
says,
shuffle out.
"This land is our home, our heritage, and we are trying to fix it. You got your best friend killed doing exactly what you're doing now. You mean to think that that's a better idea than trying to heal the people that we have?"
This group has done more for that tree than you ever have, just in the last couple weeks.
It's true, this man here wielded me as a sword and swung me around.
Shut the fuck up,
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Good morning.
Maeve is gonna stand up. Maeve is gonna stand up and be like, try to get close, even though she's nowhere near his height. And she's gonna say, "And don't ever bring up Leoris again."
Maeve, I understand it's a soft spot, and I do apologize. I don't mean to drive a further wedge between us, but as much as I may not bring him up, Theldamar certainly will. You took his son from him. You all are welcome to stay here, as long as you like. But the people here could use some help, so if you are able-bodied, please try to contribute either on the farms, or in the granary, or in the infirmary, wherever you can. Maeve, I'm sure we'll talk later. And he
Hey, wait,
Works.
before you go, I'm gonna plant my staff in the ground and say, try and move this.
Oh god.
And then I'm gonna let go.
I want to smack Kinpath in the back of the head.
He eyes it for a moment,
Just asking him to move it.
and you see the ground beneath the staff itself lift up, moving the staff slightly upward. Happy.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the staff.
And he moves away. Unless anyone else has anything they want to say to him, he would then move away. No, you were all left here having just watched your sleeping over at your friend's house and the mom yelled at him. And you have to...
You know, Maeve, my father is the one that blinded me. Accidentally.
Jesus.
So,
Lord drop. Lord drop.
Friend
so
Zuko.
I know how dads can be. Am I right?
Well, he said I have another shift in the infirmary, so I'm gonna go over there. Sorry about.
Oh,
I'm going.
my mom told you not to do
I'm
that.
fucking going, dude. You need to figure out your parent shit,
Getting
because
out of the
I'm getting sent everywhere.
Maeve will just she'll like wipe, very flustered, probably like wiping off tears, and she'll be like, and then she'll just like walk behind the tree on the other side.
Nice. What the rest of you do?
To kind of throw my hat in the ring, I'd like to spend the rest of my day brewing a potion for Maeve that would bring her a little joy or something, like something whimsical and fun, like I do for the kids at my shop back home.
Sure.
Something to maybe lift their spirits. That can take however long it needs or whatever roll or. But,
Yeah, well,
I'd like to do it well. I'd like to do it.
what sort of effect are you looking to create?
Maybe like the
Pop rocks in the mouth.
Could I actually? Kinfath, can you come here for a moment? Over here. Just you and me.
Oh no.
Hop in this cauldron.
Quick. Drink this.
Okay, we both obviously just saw what went down right there.
He moved that staff. He moved my staff.
He moved your staff. That was very clever of him.
I don't. That's like. It's incredibly difficult to do that. This guy's terrifying. And that's her dad, dude. What the fuck?
It is her dad. I feel that we should help lift Maeve's spirits.
Okay.
I was thinking fireworks.
Fireworks.
Are fireworks a thing in D&D?
Actually, yeah.
They can be. But they're certainly not a thing where in his monastery.
Yeah, I live with monks. I'm wearing robes.
So I'm thinking that we use my potion brewing, and I could use your help with this, because I'm sure there's a lot of beaker holding and, steady hand. I need steady hands, Kinfath.
I'm excellent at holding
Didn't
things.
we
Watch
just
this,
discover
and then I'll let go of
gunpowder?
my stuff.
Yeah, so if fireworks are going to happen, they will be totally illusory, but they can happen.
No, illusion magic.
But you're an alchemist. You can do all sorts of things with potions.
Can. So I'm thinking we line up somewhere safe in this village, a line of these fireworks, and with your speed and agility, you run across each of these potions with a drop of another potion that will set them off. And then we make pretty colors in the sky.
I do enjoy pretty colors in the sky.
Perhaps cheering Maeve up and the entire town. Hmm?
I wish I was over here.
We're under attack!
This really escalated from my original plan, but I think it might be pretty cool.
I want it to fail miserably, please.
Yes.
Let's get to work.
Awesome. Give me an Arcana. Actually, give me 4 consecutive Arcana checks, and then you decide what order to place them in, and I'll tell you what that means later.
God.
Okay.
Do I get a say in this?
I'd like to use my inspiration here.
Great.
So I think that allows me to reroll one roll.
Yep, you can reroll one of them.
So roll 4, then reroll 1.
All right. Nothing could go wrong.
I hope everything goes right.
That's a 23.
Excellent.
A 12.
Hold on.
Keep going.
Potential reroll candidate. I just lost my mouse cursor for a second.
Good.
15.
All right, word.
And one more. 16.
Nice.
Is
I'll
it-
roll the
You
23.
want to reroll your 12?
Do I re-roll it at the chance of it being worse, Kinfath? Do I do that?
I don't know what we're rolling or
This
why we're doing
potion
it.
smells. Kinfath, this potion that I'm brewing smells kind of funny. I think it might still work, but
I'm gonna try and drink it.
Oh
If you gesture for me to come over there and smell it, I'm gonna try and drink it.
no, don't drink it. I suppose you might not be the best. No, give me that back. Ebenezer will jump up.
Okay. What were you
I
asking?
will re-roll. I'm gonna rebrew this one. This one was a bad batch.
All right.
I'm gonna waft it.
Do I get advantage from him wafting it?
No, this is already advantage.
Dang.
Is this just happening in Camp
Hey,
Lab? They're bringing all this
21.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right, so we got a 23, 15, 16, 21.
Yes.
Amazing. And what order would you like to place those in?
Let's do the 21. Okay. Then and then this is very important. 15, 16, 23.
Good.
Perfect.
Good.
Excellent. All right.
I like to think this would take the majority of our day, so
Sure.
you can, if that's okay, Kinfath, with
Yeah.
you to have spent that time with me.
This is me holding the
I said steady hands.
So during that day, Vesper, you're working in the infirmary then?
I assumed I would get kicked out again and go take a nap. That was my plan.
Okay. Morgan, Ren, Kaelinor, what are you guys doing during this time?
Caitlin,
I don't. Yeah.
did you have plans for the day?
Nothing in particular.
Would you mind sparring?
Sure. I don't see why not.
I want to fight these guys.
Riley, we can hear you.
I was trying to figure out what that was. Would you mind sparring? Sure. Maybe this is something we take into the woods behind the camp.
Yeah, certainly. I wouldn't want to zip a cantrip over anybody's head or anything.
I assume we go far enough that we're kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I'd say as you go far enough away, you start to hear the bubbling of springs nearby, and it what's drawn to your attention is right above the largest hot spring in the area are these two sort of columns that go up and form a sort of natural rock bridge across, making a sort of jousting balance beam above water, if you will.
Interesting.
Did we want to use that?
Do you?
I don't mind either way.
You proposed me. I'll follow your lead.
Do we have like open space otherwise?
Yeah, you could pick any spot, just on the ground.
Sure. I will suggest we stay. Why don't we stay here, where it's level? We
By all
might
means.
be sparring seriously, but no need to risk rolling an ankle.
That is certainly fair. What are the terms of engagement here? Are we using magic? Are we strictly sword on sword sparring?
Well, I figure we're going back for a rest.
Sure.
I say rules are don't kill the other person.
I would never.
It's a lot of leeway.
Seriously,
All right, then,
man.
friends, roll initiative.
Dun 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 dun
sick.
dun 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 dun.
I would suggest before we roll initiative, if Kaelinor is willing to roll with it, we both buff up, prep up to whatever. Like this is a friendly. It's serious, but it's a friendly.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're letting me do that, I will certainly walk into this pre-Blade Songed hasted.
Sure. It's
yeah,
it's
deal.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Move things off.
I've been wanting to try this one, and I will set the shield on my back, and I'm going to use both hands, and as I...
Sorry. No, I was just realizing I didn't have a time to attune to that dagger. Sorry. You continue doing your thing.
and as I imagine like both of your hands starting right next to each other and then running out from one another, like into like a long, and I'm going to conjure a floral greatsword.
Fuck yeah.
And I will cast Blur.
If we're doing, well, did you cast any other effects on yourself, or did you just do the?
Just the one. So far.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready if you.
Sure.
What are you preparing here, Kaelinor?
But at minimum, Blade Song and Haste. I considered Mirror Image, which is amazingly not a fucking concentration spell like Haste is. But I'll just leave it at the one spell.
All right. So we got Blur versus Haste and Blade Song.
It's a potent combo you got there, my friend.
It is.
Let's have both of you now roll initiative.
Not 20, motherfucker!
Oh, nice shit.
Oh, I got 3 actions!
Yeah.
Oh, you should not have let me start with that.
It seems like the fun thing.
How far apart are we?
What's your walking distance?
Hasted plus Blade Song, 80 feet.
Normal walking.
Normal walking is 30.
30.
Man. However we determine go, I'm just the second. we've initiated, zipping at you. I cover the distance between us in like fractions of a second. And I'm going to come up with first a booming blade.
You will roll all of these with disadvantage. Because he's blurred currently.
I don't like that. Disadvantage. How do I do that? There we go. Roll a disadvantage. So 16 hit.
It does.
Boom. So I do. Am I actually rolling damage here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So 1d8 slashing, 8 damage plus a d8 thunder damage is 10 total.
Cool.
If you move on your next turn, you will proc 2 additional d8 of thunder damage.
We'll need a concentration saving throw for that damage.
How do I roll that?
So-
I believe it is 10 or half of the damage you took, whichever is higher. So you'll just roll a constitution saving throw, and you needed to match a 10.
I save.
Blur stays up.
Well, then I'll follow up with the second attack of my action can't be a cantrip, so I'll just do a regular sword swing at disadvantage again. 13 probably does not hit.
It does not.
On with my hasted attack, I'm going to try to shock and grasp you, as okayed by Foster making us. Again with this. What's that?
Go ahead.
With disadvantage. What are you gonna?
There's some kind of interaction, like get advantage if they're wearing armor or something.
Metal
Oh,
armor.
that's true.
Oh,
Metal.
I have
metal
advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
uh,
I believe. What do you note you're wearing?
scale.
Is that?
That is metal.
So would
That
that would
negates-
neutralize so flat roll?
Flat roll.
I'm gonna guess that hits.
That absolutely hits.
2d8 lightning damage. 8.
Another
be-
constitution saving throw. 10.
Yeah,
Oh.
really.
Oh,
The blur falls.
Blur drops.
That do be a lot of thunder.
It's a lot of different damage procs.
You're in melee range of each other though, so you don't have to move, thankfully.
But I just shock and grasped him, so he can no longer take reactions.
Mm.
For follow up, I'm just gonna do 2 consecutive normal sword swings for my extra action from the Nat 20 initiative.
That hits.
1 hit, 1 miss.
Well, I truly intended this to be sparring, not training dummy, but
yeah. That is 10 more damage.
Yep.
Hey, keep it going.
Okay.
Don't hold
well,
back.
At that time, now that I have placed my booming blade on you and shocking grasp and then an extra hit, I'm gonna back up about 15 feet. Shocking grasp can't take reactions for opportunity attack. And then I will end my turn. That was all 1 turn.
yep.
Blue
All right,
players.
Ren.
I don't know that I can do anything without dying, to be honest.
You could summon your thing.
Yeah.
Use your mimic tier to summon yourself.
I'll just use tears to cry.
there it is. Bonus action cry. Let's go.
Do you have Misty Step?
I do, but I lose a lot of damage by doing it. I guess it's the only thing I can do, so I'll Misty step up on you and I'll swing. Since it's all I got.
All right. Hit me.
14. Probably doesn't hit.
Miss. Does not. That was great damage if you hit.
Yeah, 15 damage.
What was the 20 that you rolled?
You didn't hit.
You did not hit. I have 21 AC with Blade
Oh,
Song and Haste Up.
Did you roll twice and the first one hit? Is what happened there?
No,
The first one was
hit
a 20, but I have 21 AC right now. Plus
Okay.
4 from Blade Song is my int modifier, and then plus 2 flat from Haste.
Oh, gotcha. Well, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, nat 20 on initiative is...
Nat 20 in a one-on-one with level 6 characters, we don't have enough HP to fuck around with. Like if we were level 12, it'd be a totally different story. I would have done the same amount of damage to you, and you would have a quarter of your health gone instead of 80%.
It's all
But-
good.
I'll do the same 1-2-1 combo with Booming Blade. Your blur's gone flat. 16.
It hits.
So that is
My AC's only 15, by the way.
Only 15.
It's not
Only
hard.
15.
plus a D8 thunder. So 12 damage on that one.
I am downed.
How do I fix this? How do I?
Just drag him back.
You don't have to make it lethal. You can just like knock him down, and that can be the end of the fight.
Okay, yeah. Then well, obviously I'm not gonna kill him, but I also don't have anything to bring him up above 1 HP. But I would not kill him as delivered that blow. I suppose if I could just like leave him at 1.
Give him your.
Is that
Fine
alright?
with me.
And then I'll help him up as he goes down.
Any chance you could help me over to the water?
Certainly, I will. You know, however is comfortable for you. How tall is Rand? Like, what's our size difference here? As I'm physically helping you up.
6'1".
Okay, so I'm a little bit taller than you, but not by much, and I'll help you up, and you know whatever is easiest for you, I'll help you over there.
Sitting down by the river, I would. Why don't you go ahead and head back? I'll make my way back in a bit.
I would rather not leave you after sustaining a couple injuries in a foreign forest that I doubt either of us have ever been to before.
That's fine. I just want to lay here a minute.
Absolutely. I'll sit down. Not uncomfortably close, but a few feet away. 5 or 10 feet away.
I am
5 feet apart.
this day. So it would just be silence on my end if nothing is.
I would probably pull out a book and read for a moment.
That's so
Dudes
BM.
Sit at the hot spring, 5 feet apart.
So maybe that goes on 10 minutes, assuming you don't say anything. I'm ready. Let's head back.
Certainly.
I'll use whatever help you're willing to provide, and I'll hobble back with my sword as a crutch on the other side, and we'll make our way back.
Ooh! I will give you the good berry that I still have, for I did not sustain damage in the fight, so you can have 4 HP back.
It's fine. I actually have one in my own pocket if I needed it. I think I'm okay.
Suit yourself. As we walk,
I would just lay down.
as we're traveling back, I tell him, look, I got the jump on you a little bit. I would be happy to do this again. It's never bad to hone your skills, and for both of us, and we obviously have rather similar styles of combat. I've considered asking you to spar before as well.
Okay, Lenore. It was impressive. Don't apologize.
Oh, I was not apologizing. I was simply offering round 2.
I'd lay down.
All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before the evening time? Yes, Morgan.
I was gonna go out to the farms and just do shit.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to interact with people.
Something Morgan is certainly familiar with. Yeah, you get out there and you see 2 young elvish boys not wearing robes like the rest of them are. They're wearing very like light fitting overalls and like very thin shirts as they're out here in the sun just like tilling away. And they see you approach and they say, you ain't from around here, is you?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I was
you
told that you
capable
might need help.
hands?
Yeah, I can do.
You know, you seem a little off tap for it, but if you can work, you can work. Hey, Daryl, get him a shovel. And you see the other guy just toss a shovel your way, like a full-size shovel, just like throws it at you.
I grab it midair, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you have no problem reacting and grabbing a relatively slow-moving shovel. If you could, though,
They need to buff the
make me an
projectile speed.
athletics check just to see how much you are able to help throughout the day. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Nah, 20.
We should
22.
drink a brewski with this man and sit under a tree and really get to know him.
With a 22, they have never seen this efficient of work before. Morgan is a machine, and truly when he puts his mind to something, it is going to get done. And so you spend the day pulling up freshly grown plants, and then retilling that area, putting down new seeds, covering things up, and by the end of the day, you are dirtier than you've been in a while. Like actually, like covered in dirt. But they look at you and say, "Well, geez, feller, that was mighty impressive. You say you're just here for the day then, or you want to help us again tomorrow, or?"
My adventure continues tomorrow. So I will not be able to be back, but I'm glad I could help.
Well, goddamn.
Sorry.
It was mighty fine working with you. I'm sorry I judged you so harshly when I first saw you. I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I did say that guy looks like one of them, if you know what I'm saying, so.
I just look at him. All right, then.
Parker, this is that part in the video game where you choose to be arrogant and ask for your pay, your day's pay, or you walk off and be... It's like that renegade moment in Mass Effect right now.
It's the choice that nobody else ever chooses, the be an asshole choice at the bottom.
Yeah.
But with nothing else, unless you have anything else,
is there a well anywhere around?
there is not a well, but there are springs nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find one of those, and I'm just gonna shed everything and take an actual bath. It's been a long time.
Been a hot minute since I guess a lot of you have had a bath, but yeah, you get in the springs and
I see
not only
some
do you
kind
feel...
of plants. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, sure. What do you want to say?
I see a couple plants I actually do know, and I'm like, oh, I know these smell nice. Just start rubbing the shit out of my body with it.
Nightshade.
Excellent. Yeah, rubbing nightshade on your body, famously not poison and a good thing to give your friends. But yeah, you do that, and not only do you feel clean, but like you feel you feel rejuvenated as if you would have otherwise just taken a short rest by the end of this.
Okay.
I don't know if anything will change in your case, but
Aha.
otherwise.
Oh, I had one other thing before. This is outside asking before I do what I'm thinking. When they're all in the quarantine and they're all like plagued up and shit, is their blood also kind of corrupted, or is it just their body?
Well, you can't see. They're not externally bleeding, but you would like the corruption would be running through every bit of their body. Yeah, like it would be in their bloodstream for sure.
Would it be like Erismore black coming out of like tears kind of like thing, or would it just be normal blood?
There's only one way to find out.
I think it.
I mean,
yeah,
if I have to, I will.
I probably don't.
Come on.
I'll say that Erismore black makes sense.
Okay. I won't do it, but I want to.
Oh,
That's fine. I'll go back.
All right. End of the night comes, and there's a fireworks display set up. These illusionary fireworks.
God.
Kinfath, where are you? It's getting dark. I can't. I'm old.
I will.
The weasel on your head is like, I can fucking see. What are you talking about?
I will phase into existence.
Ebenezer, you're blind.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay, so
here.
listen. Do you think that we should away from the group? Come. Should we like surprise everybody, or should we announce to everybody that this is about to happen?
I think everyone would appreciate it if we surprise them.
Oh God.
Oh God.
These druids are gonna be so pissed.
Can you get? I need you to do the running. But I want Maeve to have the best view of this. Could you assist in finding her that location while I do some final touch-ups?
Yes. I will walk over to Maeve. Hey, Maeve. Wait, are you still behind the tree?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like knock on the trunk and like poke my head around. Hey, Maeve.
Hi.
Would you like to climb this tree with me real quick? The sky is beautiful tonight.
Yeah, okay. So I get up and like dust off her stuff.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
I know a great tree. I climbed it earlier.
All right.
You both climb up to the top of the tree and find a nice tall branch.
Cool.
Isn't it gorgeous tonight?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, you stay right here. I'll be right back, I promise.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off the tree again.
So I go, whoa, uh-oh. Okay.
I'm okay!
Shows down a thumbs up.
Okay, Kinfath. Here is the droplets that you'll be placing into each of these as you run past them. Be
Okay.
safe.
Okay.
There should be no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yes.
Thank you, Kinfath, for making this happen.
You're welcome. Where are these
Ebenezer will.
Where are these potions at?
They're in a clearing, and they're kind of like how, well, we do fireworks. Sort of. There's like a wood plank that I found or something, and then like they're just placed on them.
How far apart are they?
However you think you might be able to best get to each one at a reasonable time.
Okay, they're gonna be 10 feet apart.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna creep over so that I'm like 15 feet away from the plank. And then I'm gonna like, similar in the fight to how I put my staff down and there was like an air circle around me. I'm gonna this time like brace myself like a runner in the Olympics. And this time you're gonna see some air start to gather around my feet and my general lower body. And I guess Ebenezer, you're the only one that's like really watching me, unless someone is looking for me right now. And you're gonna see me like put my head down, and then I'm gonna look up, and like my eyes are gonna like anime flash for a second, and I'm gonna cast Step of the
Oh
Wind.
shit!
And so
Did Kinfetzer say cast?
yeah, Step of the Wind, baby. So I'm gonna bonus action and action dash, which gives me 135 movement. So
Holy crap!
so I'm gonna like
They could be more than
there's gonna
10
be like
feet.
I wanted to make it cool regardless.
Lightning speed.
And so I'm gonna like Zenitsu level shit from like
Yes.
Demon Slayer. Then I'm gonna like look up and my eyes are gonna gleam, and then I'm gonna run really fast and put the droplets in and then bail.
Okay, before that starts, real quick, Maeve, from up here, you see coming out of the house, the residential area, you see Tiffin and Fennec walking, and they see you in the tree, and they wave up to you and they start moving in that direction. But
No.
Is this in the line of fire?
not
No,
at
no,
all.
no, 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 no. Kinfath, we place these in a safe spot.
I've been impaled with magic.
But you do see them and they wave at you. They seem happy to see you. Do you wave back?
Yeah, but like really unsure. Not like a hey guys, but like a oh hi.
Okay. With that established, Riley, I suppose, not Ebenezer in character, but you need to now describe for me a great big explosion, a couple of smaller ones, and then a giant finale firework that goes on for much longer than it seems like it should be able to.
I have to describe these to you?
Yep.
You created
What
them.
Okay, so... Okay, so the first couple, so the 21 and the 15, are just going to be like your standard fireworks with like a sizzle firework right mixed in to those if possible.
Sure.
The colors blue, green, purple, yellows. The 16 will be a lot of the fireworks that are quiet but still have sparks on them.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of like rain down.
Hell yeah. Big swirly ones.
Yeah, with one additional. No, that will be 16 entirely, and then 23 will start off with one firework that's yellow in it.
I think your mic came unplugged. I think your headset came unplugged. Can't hear you.
What?
Oh, now you're back.
I'm back. The first firework that goes off in the 23 is a yellow firework that is shaped like the sun and goes off and looks like the sun when it goes off.
What the fuck?
When the sun goes off.
And then the finale will be like a bunch of the same kind of fireworks, blue, green, all blues, all the colors. But the last one to go off will be this whimsical firework that goes off and explodes and is in the shape of a tree. And behind the green is a bunch of gold sparkles that fall behind it.
Truly awesome. And the druids all around look up and see this, and they seem to be enjoying it quite a bit. Maeve, though, I will need you to make me a perception check with disadvantage during that last firework.
Okay.
Wow, a 21. Okay, in that case, makes me a dexterity saving throw, please.
What?
Cool.
Oh,
Damn.
Easy peasy.
You, from the bottom, Ebenezer, as you look up to see Maeve's reaction, Maeve seemingly looks to the side off into the distance, and you see 3 arrows whiz by Maeve's head as she very narrowly avoids them. You hear horses moving towards you from just outside the clearing. And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
I
We will pick
pass.
that back up there.
What?
I gotta clarify something though. Were there also applauses going off?
Oh yeah, they loved it. They were like,
"Yes, let's freaking go!"
Success.
This will get
But that's scary. What the heck? This escalated. This was supposed to be a night of joy, DM. Why? Why do you do this?
Cliffhanger.
Ren's just
hey, you rolled incredibly. Otherwise, you might have fallen out of that tree. So that's,
I would have heard.
it would have hurt for sure.
props,
Yeah.
knobs.
I'm worried about Ren.
True. We need our priest boy to shoot him up with some steroids.
There's a lot I would like to clarify about this.
hold on.
Give him a blunt, I guess. Maybe.
Okay, he
I think
understands.
it was the priest and the steroids. That was the.
Well, you know. Some priests are built different, you know.
Not a priest. That's point one.
Definitely not. a priest.
Sorry, cleric, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Only by title, truly.
Only by in-game mechanic.
This
That was a good session. That was fun.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was
That was a
crazy.
good one.
I might die.
You should have
Who
eaten the
knows?
good berry.
What'd you say?
Should have eaten the good berry.
I should have.
Foster, are we gonna get? It sounded like I kind of had the ability to react.
See what's coming?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There will be plenty of time. You won't just be like fighting immediately.
Okay. Good to know.
It's okay to know.
Well, I hope all of the confusing, nonsensical bullshit I threw at you kind of answered some questions you had, while also probably creating a lot more.
I think that I came out net less confused overall, so that's good.
Hey, there we go.
I have a. Go ahead, Theo.
I want to go meet my boy. AKA me.
Oh, you want to meet Yonkar?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do not like the queens at all. Oh man.
Yeah, fuck the queens and everyone associated with them.
Specifically.
Yeah,
I can
especially that Ren guy.
Yeah.
Ivy, some of that lore dump was familiar to those guys, so I just fill you in with the whole seal between heaven and hell and the guy busting out of the earth is what the party was stopping in campaign 1. So they have a lot of prior experience with that.
Yeah.
Stopping,
Oh.
facilitating.
Cool.
I can't wait to run into 50-year-old war general there.
Yeah, he's gonna be older.
Yeah. That's true.
Darian
Cal-
and Yongtar will look significantly older. Everybody else is going to be pretty much chilling.
Yeah.
Well,
Bitches.
I think Thuum's body probably is decomposed a great deal by now.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah, yeah.
Probably
Hey, the
either.
gravesite is majestic. Okay,
It's true.
True.
that's all that matters now.
I thought we encased one of them in some type of age-resistant stone.
Do we?
Was that Doom?
I thought it was just so it couldn't.
Nah, I
Weed.
remember you. I remember you doing a thing, Young Tar, that like solidified the gravesite so it couldn't be like.
Desecrated kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
That makes sense.
Sounds like
it does. It does. I'm fairly certain that's what happened.
Ripped straight from the popular book series Aragon.
Oh yeah.
Maybe your role playing with your dad was top notch,
That
like
was
to the
good.
point where like I
Thank
had to like stop smiling to get back in. It was like that was incredible.
That was really
Thank you,
good.
thank you. I was scared.
That was
I was
fire.
getting yelled at.
I literally was like, "Yep, that's me and my dad back in the day."
I
Yeah,
was
that was-
prepared to fight your dad.
Me too. TBH.
yeah.
Also, what a cheeky bitch. Guys, my staff cannot be moved except for by 8,000 pounds of force.
He's a
He
big guy.
moved it.
He moved it with the earth.
That shit's crazy.
What?
Do you know,
Dang,
as
that's
Kinfat, that he moved it with
crazy.
the? I mean, like, it had to have been evident, right? That like Earth changed.
So yeah, the Earth like moved up and moved.
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Fucker is wild. Shape.
Pretty smart.
Wait, so he's like wearing bear fur, right?
Yeah.
Is that like fucked up, Maeve?
He is. Because you probably wouldn't have this context, or you can make it up if you want. Actually, let me hear your answer, and then I'll see if that's cool.
Is that fucked up? Does that bother you?
I did notice it, but I didn't.
Because
I don't know,
you're like a
really
bear,
wanted
right?
to- Right.
know?
So is he, though.
Mm.
So is he, though.
So what happens
I
when,
don't-
if and when he may wild shape? Is he just like naked, like human skin?
Uh,
That's awful.
what?
Don't answer
Wait.
too much. I just want you to know what I'm thinking about.
Okay. I really don't know.
If he's a
actually.
human wearing bear skin who wild shapes into a bear, like you know.
No.
You suddenly have like a flapping human skin sack around his neck.
Ew.
Like, no. He would notably be the only druid in the camp wearing furs.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So like, does my hide armor fucking weird people out?
Probably to some extent. But also it's like, hey, that guy wears this, so they got used to it a little bit.
Huh.
Well, while we're all here, can we schedule another one?
Yes.
I could do next weekend.
Friday next
Mm,
weekend?
Friday or
I
Saturday.
don't know if I could do that.
I'll need to talk with the wife.
I
I know we have another wedding coming up.
Dear
I think
God.
it's at the end of the month.
I have a wedding on that Friday.
On this upcoming
Congratulations.
Friday?
Yeah, the 12th.
Okay.
Everybody's getting fucking married. What the fuck?
How are Saturday and or Sunday of that weekend for people?
Those are both fine for me.
Sunday
I don't believe you.
is generally bad for all the Sundays. Saturday might be okay, but I think again have to check with.
I would definitely prefer this upcoming weekend to the weekend of the 19th because I will be in Indy visiting Julia.
So let's all check our 13th.
Mhm.
And
I'm back. I'm clear next weekend.
Okay. I
Alright.
should be good next weekend. I do want to
I
let
had
people
off.
know that Claire's parents are coming here from like Thursday to Thursday the week after that, which
It's
kind
like
of
18 to 25.
mm-hmm.
That weekend's bad for me as well.
Yeah, just like that whole time. So, if and when we do schedule something, it might be for several reasons then like a 2-week break situation. So,
I will be in Florida starting Friday morning because Katie has like a World Series softball thing. But I'm not opposed. I mean, like, I'll be bringing my laptop anyway, so it's not off the table, but I'm really unsure of the schedule of like her games and stuff.
Is that for
Okay.
next?
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, then that's totally okay. We can just push out a few weeks, and that'll be just fine.
Okay. I will try to ask about that. I'll be there like the 12th through the 20th or something. I'm sure there's some point in there where there's like no games or something. I don't know.
Word. All right. Well, just let us know when you can.
Okay.
Well then, y'all, I have work in the morning, so I am going to go to bed.
Godspeed.
Nah.
Unless I said I would do a checkpoint if you have one, but you don't have one, so unless.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well then,
Thank you though.
GG, man.
Thank you, Foster.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.
I hate
Fuck
that
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting out of here tonight as well. I'll be hanging late tomorrow.
Fuck
doing
yeah.
stuff. GG Zach.
GG's.
That'll only get more fun.
I hope. I didn't want to use all of my coolest stuff, and I regret not doing it because I kind of got my ass whooped.
Fair.
Dropping that blur so early was kind of, well, to be honest, I think you did more than half my HP with the blur active, so I don't know that that was really an impediment of any kind.
I got insanely lucky. Like the first hit, I got a 16 on disadvantage with a 60. So like that's
And a net 20.
And the net
and
20
free cast haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all good though. That was the whole point. I think it was badass.
It was good. For sure.
Dope.
On that note,